Laughed so hard reading this, I had an asthma attack and was temporarily convinced I was going to die. All for the love of Sleeve McDickle.
So, for context, I just sent Nick something on Instagram that Panda Mom sent me and wants us to read aloud.
Okay.
So read the context of it.
This is from a 90s baseball game where a Japanese game developer had to make up a bunch of American, quote unquote, names.
And then read these American names developed by a Japanese video game developer in the 90s.
You know what? And I'm pouring over them already, and I don't know. Never mind. I just got to Anatoly Smorin, and I think we could do a better job. Because I was like, how good of a job would we do making up Japanese names? Mm-hmm. Probably not.
Probably not good.
Yeah, it'd probably be bad. But I also don't think they did. Anatoly Smorin is fucking okay. So going first up in our batting first for whatever team, we have Sleeve McDickle, followed up by Onsen Sweemy.
Sweemy, you like? We got Daryl
Arkadeld, followed up by my personal favorite, batting cleanup, Anatoly Smorin.
We got Ray
McSchriff, Jen Allen Mixon.
Mario Mc.
I mean, they're just slapping. That's McRlwain.
McRlwain.
Raul There's so many R's.
Raul
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain's fun. That one's almost a name.
Kevin,
Raul Chamberlain.
I think they were looking for Chamberlain. This sounds like the first iteration of AI trained on Japanese media. We have Kevin Nogilny.
Some Japanese man ate English alphabet soup and turned it in as his work. Do you think is alphabet soup different in different countries?
Well, they don't really have a phonetic alphabet. Well, they do and they don't. They have hiragana and katakana. So,
there are other countries besides Japan.
Well, I guess I was talking about, character-based languages.
Russian.
Yes, 100%. They have a bunch of weird-ass letters.
Yeah, they have a bunch of backwards letters.
They got a bunch of backwards letters. Speaking of letters, we have to read the first page of Rose's manga today.
We have Kevin Nogilny.
Naturally. Tony Smayrick. Bobson Dugnut. Dugnut sounds like the logical progression of Doug Trio.
Bobson Dugnut's pretty good. Willie Dustis.
Yep.
Jeremy Gride. But Jeremy, I guess that's how you spell it, right?
We got Shone Furcoat coming up here. These are absurd. They're kind of hilarious.
These are pretty funny. Mike Truck. That's good. Mike Truck's about as American as it gets.
Mike Truck sings country music. That's this dude just talking about how much he loves his golden retrievers and light beers.
Yeah, Carl Dandleton is probably the last funny one. Other than Todd Bunzales.
They're truly one letter away from real last names occasionally.
Yeah, I like that. That's like that Key and Peele skit. You remember that?
Oh, East First West Bowl.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That's great stuff. But anyways, that way. I mean, that's great. That's thank you, Panda Mom, for that. That's a genuine pleasure. I've been sending you homunculus memes. About a wizard going on travels with this homunculus, and this homunculus so he's smoking a cigarette and holding a 6-shooter. It's real good stuff.
I have seen this. Yes.
But anyways, big weekend for the both of us this weekend. Mm-hmm. I committed debauchery all weekend by drinking, eating hot dogs, and running a half marathon, and you went to MagicCon.
I went to MagicCon.
And you did everything under the sun. You've been in 2 music videos in 3 days.
Yeah, I guess technically both for Tina.
Okay.
XX Tina, I believe is her name. Mm-hmm. Or Tina XX, one of those.
One of them.
I'll tell Stank, we'll figure it out. But, are you finding out right now?
Well, I'm looking up who XX Tina is.
Well, if I do the, regardless, yeah, my manager, Nick.
Yep.
Other Nick, just NIC, actually.
Yes.
He is managing this artist named Xtina.
Okay. So one too many X's.
Yeah.
You're too Twitch username coded.
Yeah, I am. I'm too Xbox 360 username, XX Toxic Drift.
Yeah, and then XX and then XX at the back as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Uppercase, lowercase, period, lowercase, uppercase on the end.
No, you're entirely correct.
That was the only way to get your true name.
Yeah, Xtina is this new artist managed by my manager, Nick. And just did some promotion for her at MagicCon, and then earlier today with some other creators. And then MagicCon was cool. It was busy as hell. It was actually the most exhausting con I've ever been to.
You were swarmed by a bunch of card-loving fans.
I was swarmed by card-loving viewers for sure.
And you were just like, Jorge, please, I'll learn the voices.
So a lot of people came up to me and they're like, "Is Nick here?" And I'm like, "No, Nick's in New York doing some dumb sports guy shit."
Dumbest sports guy thing I've ever done in my entire life. Me and my college best friends are all in a fantasy football league. And this year, we decided in order to figure out whose draft place would be where, we did a 44 units challenge, which is 44 beers, miles, and hot dogs. So I ran a half marathon in the morning through New York, went to Central Park for the first time. Gorgeous.
For the first time.
I've been to New York several times. I'd never actually truly walked through Central Park. Did a whole loop. It's like a 7 mile loop. If you run, there's a
big park.
It's a huge park. Because for years I was every time you fly into New York, you just get kind of jaded about the fact that all of the airports are far, an hour away from the places you want to go.
Yeah, JFK is awful to land in, leave out of, and be near.
Exactly. And so my controversial, not real opinion, but kind of joking opinion, I was like, we got to pave over Central Park and just make it into an airport. But then I was like, the whole planes flying in and out of the center of Manhattan's probably not the best thing we could do.
The middle of skyscraper city.
Yeah, they're just fucking doing barrel rolls through there's Star Fox here. And then I went to Central Park and I was like, no, this is one of the best city features I've ever seen in my entire life.
You're like, we should preserve this?
We should preserve.
What a hot take.
I know. I was like, I saw Mandami in there. I shook his hand. I was like, good job making this not an airport. And then I proceeded to drink 32 beers and eat 11 hot dogs, and I still feel like shit. And it's Monday. And I did that Saturday, so I think I'm sober. I think I'm sober. I don't think I ever want to feel like this again. Actually,
you've said this before. How many years of this kind of debauchery do you think you have left in you?
I don't think it's years. I don't think years is the quantifying variable we can use anymore. I think I'm down to weeks.
Yeah, that's so fair.
I feel like dirt. This might be the one. I actually genuinely might take up yoga.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm moving out of this house in 2 days. This is the last podcast we're ever doing in this studio. And we're tentatively doing the podcast for a month and a half out of Danny's ADU.
Yep. No. We're just going to do it in my living room.
Okay, in your living room or office. Yeah, we're going to get real casual with it here.
Yeah.
It's going to be all of our anime statues are going to replace by 2 Assassin's Creed statues. And Geralt, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
And so yes, this is our ultimate. Not even our penultimate. This is
our ultimate pod.
This is our ultimate podcast.
This is the ultimate podcast.
This is the ultimate podcast here, and I have the collective IQ of 6 right now. But yeah, no, I think I'm done. Which is tough news because I have EDC in a week, and it's all bad.
So you're not done.
I want to be done.
You don't want to be done. You've said this already on the podcast.
I know. But drinking's so much fun. Drinking's so much fun until it's not.
I don't like drinking. I like being drunk.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Drinking, the action of drinking isn't incredible.
It's a destination before the journey for me.
I was drunk for 12 hours. It was bad. It was so bad. I only filled with hot dogs. 11 hot dogs. Awful. That honestly might have been
almost food.
That might have been more detrimental. I think I'd feel better right now if I had just eaten a regular amount of food and or a regular type of food for a day.
Bet. Yeah, that's just how diets are.
And I was like, I can run a half marathon, and I did, but my body hurts in ways it's never hurt before. I mean, did I prove that a half marathon's not that hard? 100%. That was the goal.
I don't know about that. You started already fit and athletic.
The outset of the goal was for me to prove that every single one of your friends who's ever been insufferable about the fact that they ran a half marathon has no right to stand on that foot. But boy, oh boy, if they didn't hurt as bad as I did, that actually might be kind of impressive. If they've woke up 2 days after a half marathon with the ability to use stairs, good on them.
I don't think the fact that you're hurt after, I don't think the fact that they're not hurt after would mean that it isn't hard.
I mean, but no. If they're not hurt after, they were in better shape than me, is what I'm saying.
I see.
I just threw my body out of problem and just sacrificed my legs, and boy, oh boy, am I regretting it.
That's fair.
But before we go any further with that today, I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's episode, Factor. Hunger strikes and you're exhausted. There's something healthy in your pantry/fridge, but you're too tired to cook it up. For me, eating healthy isn't always a willpower problem. It was a setup problem. That was until I found Factor. See, Factor solves your setup problem by delivering fully prepared, dietitian-designed meals to your door every single week. Meals crafted by chefs for you to heat and eat in just 2 minutes. And therefore, with Factor, as we're heading into the summer season, I'm hitting my nutritional goals without the prep, the shopping, or the cooking. But regardless of what your nutritional goals are, Factor's got you covered. Whether you're just trying to improve your overall nutrition, lose weight, or pack on muscle, Factor's got meal options that allow you to crush whatever goals you're trying to hit. And as every meal is crafted with functional ingredients, whether that be lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole foods, and healthy fats, Factor makes a commitment to only put the best kinds of ingredients in its meals, spanning 175 plus ingredients. That means no artificial colors or sweeteners, no high fructose corn syrup, just nutritional food for you to eat. And with a fresh, never frozen approach that has 100 rotating meals for you to choose from every single week, including globally inspired meal options like Mediterranean and Asian, there's always something new for you to look forward to. So what are you waiting for? Head to factormeals.com/Otakus50off and use code Otakus50off to get 50% off and free daily greens with every box. New subscription only while supplies last until September 27th, 2026. See website for more details. Now let's get back to the show.
I was like so nervous I was gonna have to punt this pod, and by punted I mean just not do one this week because MagicCon in Vegas is way crazier than you ever could fucking expect.
Yep.
Everyone's like, oh, the actual con is like not the real con. You want to do lobby con, which happens in the lobby of the Renaissance, which is a hotel.
Okay.
Where everybody goes and they play Magic and they make it sound like this cool, chill, like con lobby vibe. It's just fucking Jackass the movie. It's just people like being unreasonably drunk, playing at like poker tables, like a big circle, hammered. People are wrestling. People are tackling each other.
Yeah, some guy is like pulling out like his dragon's deck, and everyone's like, "Fuck you!" climbing over the table.
It's so hardcore and loud and
Nick's
drunk
shuffling
and
his
sloppy.
unsleeved deck, and somebody's literally trying to stab him in the throat.
You're also like, oh, everybody's sloppy, pissed drunk.
Yep.
I could probably win a few games here.
Yep.
I was with like Danny Phantom, who would talk to like 6 Instagram models, and I'm like, hey, by the way, I did this. He'd turn around, whoop my ass, and like steal my cards in one thought, and then turn right back around.
Yeah,
like,
you were just a legitimate afterthought to his fucking playing capability. Danny Phantom is a legit player, though.
they're all legit players.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this. Every content creator I've met who I'm like expecting and kind of hoping to be a fake Magic the Gathering fan.
It's me.
It's just us.
He wants everyone to be us. That's the thing.
It's just us
And
two.
Danny's better than I am by a landslide.
It's just us two. Everybody else like actually thoroughly knows their shit.
Yeah.
If you think somebody who's like a content creator is LARPing just because they're like too attractive to be into Magic,
That's the thing.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
They're just way better than you. They're like a Pro Tour Allegiate.
I don't even know.
Be that.
Here's Nick's level of Magic the Gathering knowledge. I have no idea what Danny just said.
I
Pro Tour Allegiant to me sounds like honestly a golf ball.
think I meant collegiate.
Okay. Collegiate
Athlete?
Magic player?
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
I think that's what I meant.
That'd be oh yeah, full ride for
Like
fucking
athlete.
MTG.
But
We have esports teams in college now. We
Yeah.
could probably do TCG.
my ex-roommate Josh was in our college's.
Kind of sad that you just referred to him as your ex-roommate.
He's my ex-roommate.
That's
What else could
what
it
a
be?
why you can just be like, hey, one of my closest ex-roommate is a weird.
People need to know it was closer than that. It was closer than friends.
It was literally. By the way, just created a short form with Danny, a short film
film.
with Danny.
We made a short form.
You
finally.
made one short form.
Made one
It
TikTok.
took years, and you guys can find it on YouTube. It's called No Supers.
Nick hated it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I bet.
Yep.
It's called No Supers. It's sick. Please watch it. But I got to play one game of Magic with Jorge.
Good.
We attempted.
That's it.
We attempted like 6 games, but
Okay.
between him getting recognized and then me getting recognized and us like signing stuff and taking photos and
Yeah.
stuff, it like games took 4 hours and would end in us forfeiting because we felt bad for the rest of the table.
Have you considered being quieter at cons? That's because here's the thing. You were, for the majority of, not the majority, but a large part of your career, not a face. You
Right,
were
yeah.
you were a voice,
Yeah.
and now to this day, even at cons, we are both still voices. And people will be like, "Oh, generic white guy," and they'll hear us scream while being like, "Oh, you want a photo?"
Yeah.
And then 12 more people will come.
It's mostly Jorge. They can smell him in the room from a mile away.
He's got those Greek pheromones leaking out of him.
Yeah, just writing about a Greek thing makes you
yeah.
ethnically Greek.
Yeah, he just smells like fucking. He smells like scripture and I don't know, olive oil,
Papyrus.
papyrus. Yeah. Leather-bound sandals.
Yeah. But I got to play with Jorge, which was rad. He's very nice. He has 2 modes of facial expression, which is 100% happy or 100% sad.
Okay.
He'll go from being like I'll tell a joke and he'll laugh with the entirety of his face, and then I'll be like, I'll be talking to someone, and he came up and he was like, "Hey, Danny, my friend, I'm so sorry, but, things are kind of hectic, like, and we got to go eat." And he looks like a droopy dog. Like, he looks so authentically sad.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Look, if you want my bank account for this, like, you can have it. I just had a son. You can have him for the rest of his life. I'm just so sorry. I have to cut this game short."
This is sounding like we're definitely going to get some cursed yaoi fan fiction about how you and Jorge never got a true shot. Like, it's like everyone, like, literally, you guys, like, just keep passing each other at MagicCon, and you just never get the chance to finish your game.
Yeah, it was very much like that. But we eventually...
We'll never know who the top in their relationship is, because neither of them ever got the chance to scoop.
Yeah, we got one game in, which was fun. I got to play with him, the voice actor of Eurylochus,
Okay.
Armando, and Jorge's partner, Taylor, who plays Cersei. And they were all unbelievably cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks being at a table with, like, legitimately talented people. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you get to be, like, a really good singer, and also you're better than me at Magic? That's fucked.
Yeah, it also sucks when they were all like, "Yeah, we, like, know you exist and we've seen your bits." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what have I said about you specifically again?"
Yeah, you're like, oh, kind of wish Cersei could hit this note a little bit better here. And you're like, let's see if we can blaze past that for the rest of this existence.
Yeah, Eurylochus' voice actor is like 7 feet tall and was just
Eurylochus is the one you despise.
who opened the windbag. Yeah,
Yes.
and he was just eyeing me down, and I was like, maybe he just happens to be looking in my direction. No, super knew who I was.
Yes.
Super knew all the bits.
First off, that's more on Jorge than it is on you. You wrote Eurylochus as a bastard child.
It's a bastard, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super cool. He was unbelievably sweet. MagicCon was sick, exhausting. I spent an unreasonable amount of dollars.
Am I allowed to tell at least a
No.
loose semblance of this story?
Sure.
Okay, because Danny walked in today, and I've been packing up. I've been running around. Danny was watching all the things we needed to watch for this week down on the couch, but we were both settling in for the podcast, and he goes, "I spent too much money." And when Danny says that, it doesn't, like, when your friend comes home from the casino or a convention or a card shop and they're like, "I spent too much money," you're like, okay, there's probably a somewhat unreasonable number here. But Danny doesn't spend money on anything except for toys. And so when Danny tells you that he went to a toy thing and he spent an irrational amount of money, think 4 to 5 digits.
No.
And Danny goes, I walked into MagicCon with a budget of $2,000. And I was like, let me stop you right there. Your budget was $2,000 for Cardboard Con, and you believe you blew past it.
Well, I know I wanted to gamble. It was a Vegas, baby.
Yeah, but you didn't gamble.
I gambled. I bought like boxes, like collector booster boxes.
Crazy.
That's gambling, baby.
After Senpai Gabe sent you fucking some for being kind of mean to him.
Yeah, the Spider-Man box.
Yeah.
So I just kept like,
By the way, if anybody's ever been mean to me, wants to send me collector's boxes, what and I'll take the olive branch.
I found out the bit was because I'm just like a greedy child who sucks and just opens the present without reading the card first.
Yeah.
There was a note in it that said, maybe now you can feel like an ambassador, because I lost my ambassadorship. So it was...
You lost your ambassadorship with How?
They just didn't send me shit.
Okay.
They sent Gabe shit. But anyway, it was just past Danny and present Danny and future Danny are not on the same page
Gotcha.
ever.
Yeah.
It's like present Danny is like, you know what? I spent all my budget on Friday. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Then Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to play games.
Yeah.
And then Saturday Danny is like, it's a new day,
Yep.
and it's Vegas,
This
baby.
And you're not doing it on a blackjack table. So,
No.
at least something positive's happening.
Yeah,
you know?
I got a lot of cards. They're real expensive. It's mostly Bloomborough. That was my big hunt.
Danny's,
And-
as literally the king of the girl squirrels and bloom burls.
The last one doesn't rhyme.
Okay,
It's boys.
good. And, okay, good. It would make sense you would be
Yeah.
into Bloomborough.
Should we get into a game?
Okay.
What?
I was just so abrupt. I thought you were king of the segues
I thought we
here,
were
too.
wrapping into it.
Okay, yeah, no, we can get into it.
Did you have something to say?
It's important to note here, before we head into our games and all of that, that me and Danny are going to be restructuring the podcast a little bit here. So with the ending of this studio, we are also going to be changing how the podcast is structured. Our lovely part-time editor and full-time friend, Sean.
Our game maker.
Yes, our game maker has informed us of ways that we can improve upon the podcast, and we are making a commitment in the continuation of Toxin to keep this as interesting and fun for you guys as possible. So what we are going to be doing moving forward is we are going to keep talking about like, oh, what are the anime of the season kind of thing, but we're going to be talking in anime in a more generalized sense, and we want to focus more on playing games and chatting as the boys, hanging out, picking back, being bull. And so we are going to do our coverage and all of that, but we're not going to do our coverage until a little bit later, and we're actually going to start opening the podcast after we're done yapping about whatever the hell we did this weekend with the game. And this game for this week is the anime Am I the Asshole that we didn't get to last week. And we really want to because it's a fun game and Sean did a great job making it. So that is what we're going to open with. So
basically, in a TLDR, this is just we're committing to more games.
We're committing to more games.
Yeah, less Liar's Game and less like incredibly niche anime, less Togenanki. And more games.
More Togenanki, if anything. More Togenanki. No, yes, that is exactly what's going on here. So like,
less anime that like only 6 people are watching, and more games anyone can enjoy.
Exactly.
So the first game we have here is Am I the Asshole Anime Edition. And at first, I thought this was going to be like anime plots or like characters summarized. And it was like, oh, you know, I betrayed my whole band of brothers to a bunch of demons, but the demons were hot and I became hot. Is Griffith the asshole? It's not that. This...
I killed 80% of the population and the people on the island were still kind of dicks to me. I did it for them.
This is Am I the Asshole from Reddit's actual Am I the Asshole page. But they're all related to anime in some capacity. So I'm going to read this to you. You let me know if I'm the asshole.
Okay. And we'll be doing 4 of these for the regular podcast and 3 for the Patreon. So if you guys want to hear all 7 of them, you can become members of the Patreon today.
I found out that my boyfriend has been using an anime body pillow for years. Am I the asshole?
What do you mean using?
Well, also... That's a good question.
Do you mean? Yeah, there's a wide capacity in using for an anime body pillow.
I feel like there needs more to the sentence. Like, no asshole behavior has happened yet.
Yeah.
It's just I found something out.
Like, I have a body pillow that I sleep with every night.
Yeah.
You throw it. I mean, it does change a little bit. If
you put your cock in it, there's a different...
That's a girlfriend. That's loosely the plot of her.
I, 27F, have a BF, 32 male, and we live in separate cities. We talk all the time and video chat with each other and regularly send nudes to each other. I don't know if that was necessarily
Let's go, both of you, I guess.
Yesterday, I came over to hang out since we haven't seen each other in a while. When I got to his house, I noticed he had an anime body pillow on his bed, and I asked him why he had it. He said that since we aren't able to have sex often, awful way to start this answer, say it's comfy. Say it's cozy.
You'd be like, hey, look, flip it on the side that doesn't have a hole and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I get lonely when you're not around.
Since we aren't able to have sex often, he bought himself a pillow to satisfy himself so he doesn't get the urge to cheat. I'm kind of uncomfortable knowing that a body pillow is apparently good enough for him not to need actual sex, and have started questioning if he even enjoys it when we get intimate. What should I do? I feel like everybody's doing the wrong thing in this scenario.
Am I the problem? Am I the problem where I'm like, there's way worse things he could be doing? It's kind of like, is it weird? A little bit. But also, is a body pillow like worse than, like, let's say he had a pocket pussy or something like that?
I don't see it as like radically different from if he was like, hey, I just jerk off when you're not here.
Yeah.
You know? But, like, I don't want this, like, cum pillow on the bed.
Put it away. That being said, put
it in a barnacle-encrusted sea chest.
Literally, lock the thing under your bed, slide it away, fucking 3 locks for when your real human girlfriend is there. Because, like, what was the conversation? You were going to have that conversation at a certain point when, like, she gets in your bed and she's like, I just heard this pillow crunch.
Yeah, like, be less honest about why the pillow is there.
Yeah.
Also... If this were me in this scenario and my like long distance girlfriend were coming over and she was like, why do you have a body pillow? I feel like the first thing you do is turn around and be like, there's a woman on this? I've been having it flipped over the whole time. It was just a comfortable pillow.
The one-sided body pillow. He's like, I thought people were being weird about it.
I forgot they're double-sided.
Oh, they're double-sided. You get the front and the back, yeah.
That's so fun.
He's like, it has a face?
I guess, is that what they're for? They're for sex? I always thought that it was just a bit.
It's a bit to some people.
Right.
It's a bit to us. But like, is it I bet you 10% of people with body pillows actually have sex with them. And then 20% of people, it's a bit. And then the other 70% of people are like, I like sleeping with my anime waifu kind of thing.
Right. Wow.
But like, I don't know.
I don't think she's the asshole for being uncomfortable.
I feel as though it's the same thing. It's like, oh, do you get uncomfortable with the fact that your significant other jerks off to porn or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, is it weird for you that your significant other finds pleasure in how other people look?
The weirdest part about it is that it's a prop, a used prop in the bed.
Well, okay, but like, all right, so like, to be like, all right, then what about like real dolls? You know, like what if you found out that your partner had a real doll? Do you know what a real doll is?
It's like a sex doll.
Yeah, it's like a $5,000. See, this is the problem is once you start getting into the thousands, it gets more alarming. Because a body pillow is like $40.
Right, yeah.
All right. I'm going to take it one step down from real dolls. Have you ever seen like they're just like butts?
No, I haven't.
It's like a silicone ass.
It's like a Rick and Morty product.
And you just hump.
Am I the asshole for thinking it's weird my boyfriend has a plimbus?
Now that I'm saying it out loud, just having a disembodied ass that you hump is worse. To me, I'd rather my partner has a real doll because at least it has a face. You know?
I almost want to buy a disembodied ass and put it on like a little nightstand by my front door. So every time I walk into my house, I give it like one little slap and then like enter my living room.
You can even put like jeans on it so it's not obscene, but it's kind of just like a textile. Yeah. It's like a little, it's like a fucking.
It's like, what's up, Brandon?
Yeah, it's like the stress ball, you know, to get me into the house here. I don't know what to Google to find.
Don't. That's your answer.
I'm gonna say that she's not weird for being upset about this.
Yeah,
because he should be more open about it.
I guess he was.
That's incredibly fair.
I think it's okay to be comfortable by it. It feels like this post is coming in between the story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it feels like I'm almost like, and then what? Yeah. Like, you didn't talk to him about it? You know what I mean?
You're like, oh, I'm just uncomfortable with the pillow. And it's like, okay, did you take it out to the back and light it on fire?
I feel like she was like, okay, interesting. Let me ask Reddit real quick, and then I'll figure out how I feel.
Usually there is, like, edits to these Am I the Assholes here. That's what we need to get the edits from Sean.
Yeah, I guess we both say no asshole.
I'm going to say no, not the asshole.
Do you get a bell if you're not the asshole, or does it not matter? You get a bell every time.
I feel like we get you're not the asshole because we're ringing in the good news.
Good. Am I the asshole for wanting to name our son Kazuma?
Kazuma.
That's hilarious already. I hope they're white.
Kazuma. Are we talking Kazuma Sato, like from?
Yes.
So that's the main character of. We're talking the guy who steals underwear. Yeah.
From fucking. This just got nuanced.
Yeah. From Konosuba. Yeah. They want to name their son after an MC who uses the ability steal to steal girls' underwear. I'm assuming it's Kazuma Sato. That's the most famous Kazuma in anime.
My wife wanted to give our upcoming son a unique name. She kept suggesting things like Sephirus or
that cannot be
Raparelta.
That is not that is Tysephperous.
I think I crushed it with Sephirus.
That is a British disease. This is like this wiped out towns in the 1700s. Typhorus? Tysephperous. That's what it is. It's Tysephperous.
Tysephirus or Raparelta. I feel like if these are the names on the table, then no, you're not the asshole.
Am I the asshole post from her about trying to name her child after eldritch gods?
I suggested the name Kazuma after Kazuma Sato, the main protagonist of the anime Konosuba. I picked that name because I think the character is someone I want my son to be like when he grows up. My wife, not knowing where the name came from, fell in love with it, and told all of our family we were naming our son Baby Kazuma. All was well until I have to assume they're Japanese. Because if you're like a white couple and you're like, my son's name is Sasuke, then you're making a mistake.
There's no way this is a Japanese couple. The only race of people who could look at a baby and go Tycephalus. That's white. That's crystal white woman. That's fucking
That's
like
true.
this is a white ass couple.
All was well until I was watching some Konosuba in the living room. In the living room was your first mistake.
Oh yeah,
Bud.
the fucking Konosuba on the big TV's a choice.
How about am I the asshole for watching Konosuba in the family living room?
Yeah, in the proximity of like a person with a fully formed frontal lobe.
And one of the characters, Megumin, said, Kazuma. She had a look of horror after hearing that and immediately Googled Kazuma and found out he's from the anime. She was furious and said, how could you not tell me? I told her that Konosuba was a light novel before it was an anime, and many famous names have come from books like Alice. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Like in Wonderland?
I don't think Alice was a original unique name.
So the guy who made Alice in Wonderland was like, I have a crazy idea for a name here. It's 5 letters. There's Alice.
Is it? Can you look that up?
Was Alice in Wonderland made from? There's no way.
no way.
Where did the
You should have
name?
picked Daenerys.
We shouldn't take the guy who's trying to name his child Kazuma on face value for his facts.
Therefore, it's not at all strange to name our son after a character from a book. After that, she seems to have calmed down, but is still upset that I didn't tell her that before she told all of our family, and now wants to pick a different name. Am I the asshole?
The name Alice originates from the Old French name Alice, which is a diminutive of the Germanic name Adelhaidius. It means noble or of noble kind, and is derived from Germanic elements.
Alice is just a name, Chad is saying.
Yeah.
What a charlatan.
What?
What
It'd be
a
like, listen, hey, names, look, Harry. You like the name Harry? Came from Harry Potter. Check and mate.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I think both of these are bad people. First off, the guy who wants their child to grow up like Kazuma, the literal character whose show is dedicated around putting him in situations where he's about to get what he wants, and then he gets blown out of like the water because he's a bad person. Yeah. Kazuma's a bad person. That's why Konosuba is funny, because like he gets put in these situations where isekai protagonists would usually be like, they do super well for themselves, because even though they're bad people, the story's always still good to them. The reason Konosuba, even though it is unacceptably cringe and fucking weird sometimes, is like I love it so much, is because it doesn't ever give Kazuma the break he thinks he deserves.
That's good.
Like they treat him like an Always Sunny character.
Right.
Like he's a bad person, so his life is not good.
That's good. Yeah.
You don't want your child to be like Kazuma, but you also don't want your child's name to be Tycephalus.
Tycephalus. That's so funny. Also,
she was already trying to name her child after a Gen 9 Pokemon. Like, I don't know why. She can't be upset about this being an anime name.
Raparelta. Yeah, that is, wow, you're fucking, you aced it with Gen 9 Pokemon. You're right about that. Look, not to victim blame, but I think it's wild to not be like, oh, where'd you get that name from? Like, are they just making up sounds? Like, is Raparelta not something? It sounds like a Sonic character.
I'm telling you.
Look up Raparelta.
Tycephalus is...
Raprelta.
Raparelta.
I'm giving you that one because Tycephalus is too long to spell.
You know what just popped up when I typed in Raparelta? The Reddit post for Am I the Asshole?
That
is the only.
So I guess she thought they were just making shit up.
I guess. Based off your query, the most relevant term is Raplesta, which is a medical food chewable wafer designed for the management of vitamin D deficiency.
Ah, yes. My beautiful baby boy.
Yeah. You see the body
Thin mint.
Yeah, I was going to say the body of Christ here. Like, what's happening? He's the asshole.
You're an asshole. Yeah, I would say so.
But here's the thing. So is your wife. You're both bad. Listen.
You're both too quirky for this.
100%. You're too. Like, just name your name, kid. Name your
kid name.
Yeah. Name your kid. Probably would be better. Name your kid Nick and move on.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for me to get upset at my husband for shipping 2 anime characters?
I mean,
this could go many ways.
Wait. Am I the asshole for getting upset at Wait, so she's upset at her husband for shipping anime characters?
Yeah. This could go one of many ways.
It could go multiple ways here.
My husband, 28 male, cheated on me, 22 female, a year ago. This is a hot and
way
busy
to bury the lead. What?
I didn't find out till early this month, but he genuinely has cut it off, and we've taken steps to get over that. I know everyone has their own opinions on cheating, but personally, I believe in second chances. Anyways, in all caps, the girl he cheated on me with looked exactly like his sister. is this going to be about anime soon?
I'm assuming it's gonna be like he ships like a brother and a sister from anime, right?
I like the idea that she's just like dumping all of this like pent up aggression on him, and she's like, also, he always double parks. This fucking asshole is always burning all of my bread and then putting it back in the loaf.
Yeah.
Anyway, he ships Zutara. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, he thinks that Bakugo and Deku should end up together.
Yeah.
He was fucking my mom, and then he has the audacity to tell me that Bakugo and Deku should have ended up
It's just
together.
an excuse for her to like unload all of his sins onto the internet.
She just thought the r/MHA fandom was going to be the most sympathetic to her qualms.
It definitely wasn't, but they could be twins with how similar they look. Well, it obviously. Oh, yeah. Well, I would assume it would be
it'd be a bigger problem if it was his sister.
When I mentioned that he got he got upset, saying you're trying to push incest when I wasn't. It's not my fault. They looked the same, and he made advances. Now, yesterday, exactly, we were talking about Demon Slayer and which characters we ship together. He said he ships Nezuko and Tanjiro. For those who haven't seen it, they are siblings. To each, by the way, there's a whole like second half of this story. He's the asshole already. She is not the asshole. All of the context removed, he is still the asshole for shipping Tanjiro and Nezuko.
Killed this guy. I think we have to do like a premeditated, preemptive fucking like electric chair on this guy who cheated on his wife, who's 6 years his younger, who is fucking trying to bang women who look like his sister, and is shipping Tanjiro, the child, with his younger sister, who can turn into either a older looking woman or a much smaller, younger looking child.
What could the rest of this be about? Like, why would you need to explain anymore? To each their own. Well, hold on. You're throwing this guy too many bones.
Oh my God. She's like, I believe in second chances. We're on 7.
To each their own, but I was taught incest is wrong and something to be shunned. It's an anime. I don't really care if people ship them together. It's not real life. But after knowing he cheated with someone who looks like his sister, I got upset. It just doesn't sit right with me that he ships siblings in fiction and did stuff with someone who looks like his own sibling. Am I wrong for being upset? He sure thinks I am. He got mad that I was mad about it, but when I told him why and explained how that was too coincidental, he didn't say anything. He shut up until I apologized to him. What a technique. You shut up until the other person apologizes? That's never worked for me.
I never for once thought that I could do the silent game. I thought that was gender locked. Yeah. I thought you had to download a DLC for that one.
I thought that was a passive.
Yeah.
Until I apologized to him, which I only did so he could stop pouting and we could move on. Even though I know it's still eating me. So just looking for a third-party input, please, and thank you.
This woman is a saint. That is like monk level. She's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What? Listen, we've had a couple of coin flips here over the last 2. This is the most clear-cut, I hope she was all over these comments. Because there's no way there's a singular person. This sounds like a made-up anime, like antagonist.
Do you think people have ever done an Am I the Asshole, and then after getting some replies, will, like, have their significant other react to the replies?
I can guarantee you most people do that.
Really?
If the comments swing your way, could you imagine the power? Because like I would never do this to Dorothy because like she's never been an asshole to me at all. But like if you were in a deeply, deeply toxic relationship like this one is,
when you pointed at me, I thought you were like yours,
you know all about it. If you were in a relationship with a man who cheated on you with somebody who looked like a sister, and then was also like, if you ship Tanjiro and Nezuko, keep that to your fucking self.
Yeah,
How do you have the lack of self-awareness to like look at your significant other and be like, you know that little sister of his in that box? I wish they'd kiss. I thought that was fake. I thought that like because like there's like memes about like like the Demon Slayer fandom's so gross and people ship Nezuko. I thought that we were making that up. In the same way, I'm sure a lot of people thought they were making up that you fucked your body pillows.
Yeah.
To look at your significant other and be like, I
feel that way frequently with the anime community.
I'm shaking. I'm so angry. I'm shaking.
Where people are like, the My Hero fandom's the worst fandom ever. And because I don't like engage with it a ton, I'm like, I don't know about that.
I'm not like deep in a My Hero, like I'm not deep in a My Hero like 4chan thread.
I feel like you're, not you, like the royal you. I feel like you're always on one side of a fandom.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're either seeing all of the vitriol or none of it. And you're like, everyone's chill here. Because anytime I do a video where I'm like, oh, this person's getting dogged by their community, or like this fandom is railing into so and such, I'll see a bunch of comments where people are like, no one was sending them death threats, no one was railing into them, it was constructive criticism. And I'm like, oh no, you just missed the death threats.
Yeah.
Like they're there, you just need to be like in the toxic end of the algorithm.
Yeah. I feel about,
it's like ranked based matchmaking.
I feel, it's like behavior based matchmaking.
Yeah.
Like, when you're like cheating or you like quit a bunch and you like, they send you to the worst players.
Yeah, you're in losers queue.
I feel like this constantly in our relationship. Cause you're like, you'll walk in, you'll be like, oh, you won't believe what happened. Like you'll be like, oh, fucking like everyone hates Avatar or something. I'd be like, you'll be like, oh, like the Amazing Digital Circus has been canceled, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I haven't heard any of this.
Yeah, Nick's not tapped into all of the drama that I am, and I'm frequently tapped in.
Yeah,
and my best boy this week is when you hold down on a video and press not interested, because I've just been like so overwhelmed with like every other day the last 3 weeks has been like a chain link of like some celebrity fucking up.
Gotcha.
And then 40 responses of it. And I'm like, I just miss when it was like Mr. Boombastic edits. Like, I haven't gotten a single
You're like scrolling for like 90 swipes, and you finally get your Mr. Boombastic one. You watch it for like 10 minutes to tell the algorithm this is what you want.
Dude, in like 3 weeks, I haven't gotten a single video that wasn't in line with like, here's why Billie Eilish should be murdered. Like,
I don't get those at all.
It's pretty, like, it ruins your mood for sure.
Well, yeah, that being said, most of mine are like people making vague death threats about like rushing rushing Washington, D.C. They're like, if enough of us fucking ran to the lawn, we'd probably do okay. So like mine are less like, celebrities and more like our public servants probably need to die.
All right, number 4.
Oh, so the asshole.
The asshole.
The asshole.
Yeah,
yes.
the asshole. Am I the asshole for spoiling an anime after a girl used me as a meal ticket? I don't even know what that is.
I don't like the way that this has been. Like, I'm already leaning towards yes, because he was like, a girl used me as a meal ticket. That's a beige flag for me, Not beige. That's not orange. Orange flag for me.
I'll keep things very short. I'll keep things very short and straightforward. Male 25, recently matched with this girl, female 23, on a dating site. I thought she was cute, and we had similar interests, so I took my shot. We chatted for a few days by phone and ended up going out on a date. She looked really pretty in person, even better than the pictures, surprisingly. And we got along very well.
I know. Why is that surprising? I don't like the way that was phrased either. There's something. The fucking saxophones are getting louder as we go through this
The
post.
fedora's lowering.
Yeah. Like, widowy, she was actually kind of cute.
We got along pretty well. I took her somewhere pretty fancy and expensive. I paid for the both of us. Just getting that.
I can like nothing has been said bad yet, but it's like, when you're having a conversation with somebody, you can feel yourself careening towards like, oh, we're not gonna get along.
And we chatted for a good few hours. I learned she was a fan of Attack on Titan, but she just started watching the series relatively recently, so I avoid discussing most things since I finished the series a while back.
Yeah. I read the manga. It's not a big deal. I read it in its original Japanese. I speak a little bit of Nihon desu.
We agreed to meet on a second date, and things leading up to that were very good, i.e. we texted each other regularly, etc. Second date, parentheses, after I paid, she dropped on me that she has a BF.
God damn it, don't make me like this
The
guy.
twist!
God damn it,
twist!
don't make me like this guy.
Parentheses, but they're taking a break. And she didn't want things to escalate with us beyond a friendship. Interesting. I accepted this as arguing this sort of thing seemed point. Oh, I see. I accepted this, as arguing this sort of thing seemed pointless in my mind. She kept on stressing that she wanted us to stay friends, and that she really liked me, but whatever. Later that night, I accidentally happened to text her major spoilers of Attack on Titan.
You're like, I still want to be friends. I still want to be friends. And you're like, Aaron wanted to be friends with Mikasa, but she cut his head off. Yeah. And you're like, what?
She responded by telling me that I had sent spoilers, and I apologized, saying something like, I forgot. Am I the asshole?
I don't think he care. Here's my thing. I'm going to say he is the asshole specifically because I don't think he actually cared that he texted spoilers. I think he used him texting spoilers to her as an excuse to bitch about the fact that he got used as a meal ticket.
I see. Yeah, he isn't actually on the fence about it.
Yeah.
He's just,
Because it doesn't sound like she freaked out about it. She was like, hey, you sent me spoilers, which is that's a fine thing to take somebody being like, hey, remember when Aaron's head was attached to his shoulders? Yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah, the last couple of these have seemingly been people like looking for genuine like romantic advice because they're at a crossroads. This dude was giggling while typing this.
100%.
So yeah, I guess you are the asshole, but also it seems to me.
You're not the asshole for sending the spoilers. You're the asshole for like being like, oh, this girl isn't allowed to be conflicted about coming out of a long-term relationship and like, I paid. And it's like, you probably
should have told him ahead of time.
Maybe.
Right out the gate. If you're like going on a date, even if you're like polyamorous, I have heard.
It is weird to be on a date with somebody while on a break with your significant other and not bring that
tell
up.
them. Because if you're on a break,
I've been single in so long.
The insinuation is that like you're gonna get back with that partner. So if you're on a date with someone who's looking for something monogamous and long term, then you are lying to them.
You are kind of using that person.
I also don't know what the like circumstances of him paying was. Like if she was like, "Can you cover this meal?"
Yeah.
Then I guess it is this like
But
kind of like
you're
scam.
like, oh, I'm the man and I'm on this date. I need to pay. Then it's not her fault you offered to pay.
No,
you know?
for sure. If she's like, oh, let's get the check, and you're like, no, let me. Yeah. Then it's like,
then you're not allowed to be an asshole about it.
Exactly. But yeah, if you're like on a break or in a monogamous or a polyamorous relationship and dating, you got to tell the person your situation.
100%, because like that person's not on it. That person's looking at you as a potential partner. I don't know. This is a tough one.
I guess they're both assholes.
Is that going to be the prognosis we all fucking land on tonight? Is that just that we hate everyone?
Everyone's an asshole.
Like everybody, if you're posting on Am I the Asshole, inherently there's a higher capacity for you to be an asshole.
I think the one, number one, my boyfriend using the body pillow. She's not the asshole.
She's not the asshole. Number two, he is the asshole.
Yeah.
She's not the asshole.
She's also not the asshole. She's just quirky and annoying.
No, wait, that's Tysiphorus.
Yeah, but that's
never mind.
Being
She is the asshole, 100%.
Okay. Number three, am I the asshole for getting upset at my husband for shipping two anime characters?
No. That is like it's. Am I the asshole is split to people who are the asshole and legitimate victims of abuse. It is a 90-10 fucking ratio.
Yeah. All right. That was fun.
Cool. All right. We're going to do the last three here for Patreon, but unless you guys are a member of the Patreon, you won't be hearing those ones. So if you do want to become a member.
Right now?
We can do them at the end. Do you want to do them at the
end?
I
guess this makes sense.
Yeah, right. Okay, just keep on the juices flowing here. You can be a member of the Patreon for $4.99 a month, and you can get all the beautiful content that me and Danny have put on there. Hours and hours and hours of additional content of Nick and Danny time, which is going to be a lot more games nowadays, the continuations of games, because like I said, we're restructuring. So let's get into 5 through 7.
Okay. On to the pod.
On to the pod. All right, welcome back, everybody. Man, those were the 3 best Am I the Assholes we've ever done. Me and Danny actually disagreed on one.
We disagreed on one.
We got into it, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Danny, we might have different opinions on what love means.
Okay, well, hold on.
Whoa, on what it feels to be physically loved. I'm trying to.
Well, okay, hold on.
I'm trying to do some hype here, Daniel.
Yeah, I got you. It was hype. It was tense. I'm sweating.
It is hot in here.
Yeah.
It is just hot in here in general.
Anytime we disagree, I sweat a little.
That's fair.
I run a game of Am I the Asshole every single week during every subject.
Yes. Yeah. It's a coin flip, genuinely. Yeah. So we have 5 anime to talk about today. And if you're thinking, Nick, 5? Where'd 5 come from? They're talking about 4 anime because Invincible's gone. My Hero Academia came back with its last ever episode. The adaptation of the additional content with the final release of its final volume. Something that a lot of us didn't even know we were going to get until, a week ago? They were just like, oh, hey, by the way, we're doing an OVA. It's going to be 23 minutes long. It's going to be cute. Is it fluffer content to try and make all the fans who are like, I want to know what number everybody is, a little bit happier? 100%. But yes, so that's our 5th anime. Outside of that, we also have Marriage Toxin, Wistoria, Witch Hat Atelier, and Daemons of the Shadow Realm. What was our worst episode of the week?
Daemons? No?
I'd say Wistoria.
Wistoria?
I'd say
I can't read you on this show.
I can't read myself on this show anymore.
Yeah, I guess it is
I don't know what the
Wistoria.
goddamn plot of this story is anymore, dude. And what's wild is that you and me are so contrary to the public opinion of Wistoria.
Really? People are loving it?
Last episode, everyone's like, I loved when Will turned into Sephiroth. And I was like, what do you mean you love? Okay, cool. Got like a 9.6 on IMDb, and we're like, this is the worst episode yet. So
I didn't think it was the worst. I like when the guy had a hole in him. I like
the teacher had a hole in him.
Yeah.
He was like slumped against his, like a building, still alive somehow.
Look, it's definitely stupid that Will gets like a Silver the Hedgehog form.
The 5th magical element.
Yeah, I think it's silly. Will gets a Silver the Hedgehog form, and that like yet again an anime refuses to commit to the like, oh, he actually has no magic bit. But it's fun in a dumb way.
Even took it one step further, and it's not like, oh, he has magic. He's the chosen one.
Yeah.
Which they did it in Black Clover. They did it in Naruto. Like the kid who lags behind always ends up being the second coming of Christ, and then we'll all have to be like, well, of course, we always do it.
This show has become indistinguishable from Black Clover to me.
100%. It's just a boy flying around with a gigantic differing sword every single arc. He's got anti-magic. Yeah. He's cutting through magic absorbing swords and all that, which is literally the plot of the elf arc, mind you. Black Clover.
Okay.
Are you caught up with Black Clover's anime?
No.
That makes sense. And the first 4 minutes of this episode are a character we barely know in the blonde child who's apparently 500 years old, talking to a witch queen or something that we've never seen before, who's holding a baby we've never seen before. And they're like, oh, all of this has been a prologue, and they're tearing down the false sky or something like that. I'm so lost. I miss when the show was about a boy with no magic who made everybody trust him because of his ability to persevere.
Yeah.
That was like, it was all the best parts of Harry Potter. It had a lovable MC. The power system made sense. There was dungeons and all of that. It didn't redefine anything. It was a very basic story with a very basic premise, but the MC was likable and the characters around him were likable. And now it's just magical power scaling nonsense.
Wistoria's always been like magic slop to me.
To me is magic slop.
And it's just still that. So I'm not that like rattled by it. I'm not like excited week to week.
Yeah.
But I do like, I don't know, it's the same thing with like Daemons and like Togen Anki, where it's like the more bullshit nonsense they introduce, the better, because at least I'll find it funny.
Yeah.
Like I love in this episode when the ice witch walks out on the balcony. Elfaria walks out on the balcony and she's like, I'm just looking. Whoops. And then I thought she bisected Will with the biggest sword ever.
I was like, oh, hey, there's probably better ways of getting him a magical sword than orbital striking him with it. I get that he's in his supersonic form right now. Maybe don't ice nuke him.
I know. She hit him with the Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War. Gets a bigger sword, gets arguably the biggest sword. But what's funny is he gets the biggest sword and then cuts the demon so close to the hilt.
Yep.
Wastes 70% of this sword's length.
I then extendo, like he's Lady, what's the ice witch from Elden Ring? She's got that spell. She's got all of, like, if you're an intelligence warrior build in Elden Ring. Lady Ronnie. Ronnie's like using her ice sword like extendo, makes the sword massive, busts out an ice mansion, cuts down 1,000,000 whatever they are, and then he's just using high-level ice magic.
Yeah. I was like, this show wants to be a video game so bad.
Oh my God,
like he's literally like popping his ult. It felt like I was watching Solo Leveling Arise.
Yes.
That mobile game. The way he like summoned an ice castle and then a bunch of bullshit nonsense with it.
Just stabbed all of the things, and it's like, what does this have to do with swords anymore?
Yeah, and that's pretty much all that happened. Do you feel like it's moving too fast? 'Cause this felt like it was the end of the series. To
I
me.
thought that because they play it off like it's the end of the series. They're like, and this is the end of the prologue at the end of the episode. And then there's a 4-minute, the end of the episode is like a 4.5 minute, like, you remember the last 16 episodes? I'm like, yeah, we're 16 episodes into the show.
Yeah, all of his classmates like ran out and did the classic anime, like, get it, Will! Like, even his rivals. And I was like, this is pretty hype, but like, I don't know if we're doing this like 16 episodes in. This feels like it should come 40 episodes
We
in.
just got these guys on our side here, and now they're already like, that's our dude. And mind you, this episode is so all over the place, which is like how I feel about Wistoria right now, where all of them are like, we've all been mean to the no talent his entire life. How could we ever support him right now? He's a laggard, a nomad. They're all calling him like magical slurs.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, how could we possibly? I'm like, hey, if you guys are worried about being mean to him, maybe stop calling him like a no magic slur.
Yeah.
They're all like still like hurling insults at him while trying to figure out how to be nice to him.
Yeah.
Hey, learn his name, maybe. Call him Will. It's easy to remember.
The only reason I think I'm higher on this than you is because it's...
You care less.
Well, I care less.
I
That
liked
helps.
season 1 a lot. Like, Wistoria meant a lot to me, where I was like, dude, the power fantasy, like, zero talent to like zero to hero story is so back. Will's a likable MC, and now it's just nonsense.
Well, also, I like that it's like end of prologue, because I'm wondering if it's gonna be like ideally a good Promised Neverland, where they're like, all of season 1 is in the factory or in the orphanage, and you think that's the whole show, and then they leave it, and you're like, oh no, that was like the tutorial.
Yeah.
And the rest of the show is something like you had no idea about. It's like Berserk too, where you're like,
Or Attack on Titan.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, Attack on Titan as well. Like, I like the idea that like everything we've seen so far is not at all indicative of what the show actually is.
Yeah.
Now it is just a matter of if the rest of the show is
And
good.
like the whole universe has like been specifically tailored to get Will to rise to a new kind of power, and he has to use that. But then it just becomes like a celestial power scaling anime. It's like, oh, there's a bunch of gods and demons out there, and Will has to destroy them with his brand new godlike powers.
According to manga readers, we're about to get crazy shit, apparently. So that's cool. Also, someone was like, I'm glad they acknowledged everyone else loved it and got a 9.8 on IMDb.
Yeah.
That's insane. That it got higher than Witch Hat's.
Like episode of the year. Like Witch Hat's like, oh, this is the most gorgeously animated piece of fiction I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. It just felt like so much bullshit out of nowhere and too soon for me. Like,
I just don't understand. Like, maybe we're old men yelling at clouds here. Like, maybe we're jaded, and maybe we're not like the demo. I mean, we don't watch ReZero, we don't watch a lot of the isekai stuff, and maybe it's getting too isekai-in for us. But like, I can't buy, hey, Will is this fifth element baby fostered for 500 years. It's just, maybe we're jaded. Maybe we're bad at the like, no talent arc anime, but I can't buy it.
yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I'm looking at the episodes in their IMDb. Season 2. Yeah, 9.6 for both episode 3 and episode 4. And Witch Hat's episode 5 got like an 8.9.
That's insane to
That's
me.
wild.
What are the votes? Like, how many votes? Are we
Yeah,
we're
let me
talking about,
check.
like, because Witch Hat is definitely more popular than Wistoria.
3.5 thousand for Wistoria.
Uh-huh.
Witch Hat is at 9.4.
Yeah, so it's
So like 3 times. as
three
many,
times more popular, yes.
Which makes sense. 3 times as many votes. It makes sense there's going to be more negatives.
100%. I just also can't imagine interacting with Wistoria and not Wistoria, with a Witch Hat and being like, oh, this wasn't good. Like, that's
Yeah, I can't imagine going into it looking for something and
hate
not
on.
finding that.
yeah.
Like
I can imagine going into Hell of a Boss or like The Amazing Digital Circus or something like that and being like, oh, you're like there's I understand that there's a portion of people out there that dislike it before they even interact with it. Wistoria oh wait, no. Witch Hat Atelier. It's 2 magical anime coming out in the same season, both that start with W. There's nothing in Witch Hat where you can point at and be like, oh, I hate it because of this.
I know, well that's what I mean. It's like after watching the trailer for Witch Hat,
Yeah.
it gives you everything you should be expecting. So I can't imagine going into and being like, I was hoping for blank and I didn't get that.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a crazy action shonen anime, and it's like, no, not at all.
Dude, the Wistoria, like, what do you call it? The Wistoria summaries. Crunchyroll's back at it again.
In terms of just spoiling exactly what's going to happen, or what?
Just in spoiling the entirety of the fucking episode.
And they do it in like 2.5 sentences too. It's impressive how quick they can summarize everything.
Here's Witch Hat Atelier's summary for this episode. On a rainy day, the apprentices enjoy a picnic outside and meet their watchful eye. Quick, ominous, like you don't really get a lot out of it.
What's a watchful eye?
Yeah, exactly. What's a watchful eye? It's a rainy day, but like there's so much more happening.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wistoria's summary for season 2, episode 5.
Will Sephiroth, he gets an ice sword from Otharia, and the prologue is over. Any other questions?
Guided by Finn, Will awakens the power sleeping within him. Enveloped in a silvery light, he slashes through the monsters in the capital, targeting the Devander. He faces the Mage Slayer-wielding monster alone. The other students are moved as they watch Will, someone they scorned, do battle. With their cheers at his back, Will presses the fight, but the Devander's attack breaks his sword in two. I really genuinely think they had AI summarize the whole episode and then just put half of it in. Because it just stops at like it perfectly summarizes every beat until his sword breaks.
It's like 12...
Which happens like halfway through
like
the episode.
Literally what the cut to commercial, like when they do a little like cutaway and then come back, is his sword breaking.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
Yeah, they're like summarize the first 12 minutes.
That is beat for beat exactly what happens.
They even describe the like his form, the silvery light.
That's why. Why would they even do that? They're like, well, we didn't spoil the whole episode. You spoiled the first 13 minutes of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, Wistoria's, it's fine. You know what this is? You know what Wistoria is this season? It's Hell's Paradise.
No.
It's suffering.
Hell's Paradise is so much better. I'm so much higher on
100%,
that.
100% is. But like, all right, this season isn't as good as last season, right? So like, Hell's Paradise existed to JJK and to Frieren as Wistoria. No, because honestly, Witch Hat Atelier could bang with Frieren. And like, I would say that like, if you had to choose actually from this year and you were like, and just based off 5 episodes, Frieren, JJK, or Witch Hat Atelier, only one can stay, what would you get rid of?
Well, JJK feels like it's cheating because it's 3 seasons
There's
in.
so much it's built on. That's fair.
You'd have to be like the first 5 episodes of season 1 of JJK. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but I know how you feel about that season. It's not even, I know exactly what you would
yeah,
do.
it gets nuked
Yes.
for sure.
He
But
doesn't have a soft-talking, cute little blue-headed girl.
If it's the first 5 episodes of all 3 of those series, it's Witch Hat for sure.
It does have Miwa.
I think Witch Hat has the best first 5 episodes of those 3 series. And episode 5 of Frieren is Stark killing that dragon.
That's honestly...
But episode 5 of Witch Hat is episode 5 of Witch Hat, which is also killing a dragon.
This week is also episode 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, so episode 5 would be the gigantic key-free water dragon, like splitting the clouds.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It wouldn't be JJK. It's not JJK. You're right. That's a correct assumption. I don't even know if we get to Junpei by episode 5.
It's like 7.
It's like around that area where we get to Junpei. Not much happens in the first 5 episodes. It's mostly just like Gojo beating the piss out of Sukuna.
Yuji dies. Yuji fights the Abraham from Hellboy.
And he gets enchained.
Yeah.
And he gets his heart
Gets his
back.
hand cut off.
Yeah. That's, and then there's like the special finger bearer kind of thing. Those are throwaway episodes. Frieren has episode 1 and episode 5. Episodes 2, 3, and 4 aren't that great.
Yeah.
Witch Hat Atelier has episode 1, which is awesome. And
the one where she makes the big kite is good.
That's episode 3, and then episode 5 is a legitimate masterpiece. It is Witch Hat Atelier.
It's just been gas the whole time.
It's been all very good. So like, Wistoria is way worse than Witch Hat Atelier, but also on account of the fact that they're 2 anime that are roughly similar, right? Like not like they're not like similar, but it's like, oh, magical school kind of thing. And it's like, oh, there's dark magicians and they're trying to ruin everything, and there's forbidden magic and that kind of thing. It's getting so trounced by Witch Hat Atelier, and also it's getting trounced by its own first season, because its own first season is leaps and bounds better than what's happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, we are old men screaming at the sky. Season 1 of Wistoria no episode in that season hits 9.6.
It probably doesn't
status.
even hit 9, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it like wasn't. So I mean, this is a rant for truly nobody, just so you know.
Wow.
So temper the length of it.
Okay, I'll shut and/or the fuck up.
I'm just saying, season 1 of Wistoria is like a 7.6.
That's crazy.
The highest rating is an 8.9. People love this season. No one is gonna listen to this segment of the pod.
That's just nuts. We are always, but we're never wrong. We're just too early.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll lock it in. Sell Wistoria. Sell Wistoria. It's
sell
high.
Wistoria right now. Yeah, our stock value is through the roof, and I hold a lot of that stock.
How do you feel about? I don't know if it's the second worst.
Uh huh.
How do you feel about Daemons?
I really liked this episode
Because you get more.
We get
some more.
We got a lot of Daemons. I got to hang out with the hare in the tortoise.
Yeah.
I got to do all of that. I also like that we're introducing moral ambiguity in terms of like who's right. Is it the Kagemori or is it Higashi Village? And it's like, Os is talking about how like Higashi Village sent assassins to kill her and to kill all of the Kagemori, but it's also like, you guys wiped out Higashiville. Like, there was a girl just gobbling, like, innocent women and children, just blowing people away. And it's like, oh, well, Asa didn't kill any of the women and children. It's like, that doesn't mean you didn't roll in there with ARs.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you guys used fucking, like, advanced, like, military weaponry on a non-civilized village.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of moral ambiguity here. We're starting to introduce like Gin or Jin or whatever his name is. There's the blonde guy who has the tortoise and the hare. There's the guy whose Daemons are so big they can't get into the parking. That was sick.
What the fuck was that about?
I'm sure at one point it will be introduced. And like we're getting like this kind of like stare off between Yoru and Jin where he's like, well, I didn't try to cut too deep on you because I realized you weren't trying to kill me. Yeah. And so we're getting.
I like that he's like, that fish would have fucked me up if it wanted to.
100%. Like, it
he was
literally.
like, I just straight up would have died.
And it's just like, you got put in teeth prison, not in teeth death.
Yeah.
So.
Also, we learn his daemons aren't fish in lore. It's swallow
fish.
And spit.
It's like fish and smaller fish, which is broken.
Well, the like duality is like, like devour and regurgitate.
Yeah, something like that. He calls them.
I agree. Having a daemon and the big fish is fucked up.
Oh, it's so broken.
Too many.
He can swallow everything. He's like, everything it swallows, I can reproduce at any given moment.
Yeah, it's that gross little worm Toji has.
And then he was talking about like, oh, it's great for terror attacks. Did you catch that? He was like, it's good for like assassinations and terror attacks. And I was like, are you guys the good guys or not? He's like, I can sneak guns past security. And I was like, okay.
Dude, first off, that guy's sick as hell. That's a great power. Very creative.
Yes.
Thank God for the second half of this episode, though. Because in the first half, I was like, what are we doing here, guys? We gotta get moving.
We're on episode like 5 and we're still introducing people.
I think it's 6. And it's...
The cast is huge, though.
The cast is huge. I like meeting the new Daemons.
Yeah.
I like that, like, turtle or tortoise has a rivalry with left.
Yes.
And hare has a rivalry with right.
Yeah.
That's fun. And I like when they're being funny and light and stuff like that. But it was a lot of, like, someone being like, yeah, don't worry, we can just take the elevator down. Elevator? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like a box with a bunch of chains that lower you down. It's the whole show's
The whole show is Yoro being like, civilization's nuts. And it's like, we could have done 12 minutes of this.
I like do respect the commitment to it because the second Yoru's like, hey, call him on your phone. I'm like, how the fuck does he know what a phone is?
Yeah.
You know?
But I like that he was like, you have that, like, the smoke signal long distance thing. I was like, I like that he still has like a rudimentary understanding of like advanced technology. It doesn't have to be the central talking point to every episode.
Yeah, I appreciate the commitment to it, and I appreciate the consistency. And I like that he's not like Thor dumb.
Yeah.
Where he's like calling a raccoon a rabbit.
Yeah.
You know, like someone shows him what a cell phone does. 2 episodes later, he's like, hey, you have that thing that calls people, right? You know, like he learns. But yeah, it was just like meeting people and kind of slow. And I hit a point where I'm like, I still don't know what this fucking show's about.
Yeah.
Like we don't have an antagonist or an antagonist organization because we're like befriending Asa now.
Yeah.
So I was like, once we become friends with Asa, what the fuck is this show about?
I think it's about realizing that Higashi Village is the problem.
Well, we're getting attacked now.
Yes.
And so now shit's kicking into gear. We have a yin and yang Daemon, which is sick.
It's not really established that they're yin and yang, but like they very clearly are.
Look at them.
They're black and white commas flying through the air.
Yeah, and they swirl.
Yeah.
They swirl. They have awesome, whatever this mangaka's name is, style grins. Like, it's the truth grin, you know? Yes.
Yeah.
These Daemons where I'm like, oh, she's so back. Like, this mangaka's so cooking right now.
Loves little hands and big teeth.
Yeah. We got that. We got another pair of, like, really big Daemons that don't fit in a doorway.
Well, the ones, from the bald guy.
Were those his? When Gobble Girl, she's in... No, they're not. Because Gobble Girl's resting because her legs fucked up. And then she sees two, like, massive Daemons in her doorway. Yes. And one of them looks like, I don't know you.
One of them looks like Nina Tucker.
Yeah, that's right. They were, it was fucking Nina and Tucker.
Yes, transfigure and get electrocuted by death.
It's Nina and Alexander.
Yeah, well, actually, it would be fucking Scar had both arms. Scar had like the put together and take apart arm, right?
I forgot he.
Yeah, he has tattoo. He has fucking alchemistry tattoos.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he did have destroy and create.
Yes,
arms.
yeah, that'd be kind of sick.
That'd be sick. They did it. She did it.
Yeah,
already. You mean like one that's destroy and one that's
one that's destroy and one that's create?
There's no way that wouldn't be like the gods,
yeah, the
right?
best one, 100%. Yeah,
but like
equal in exchange,
equivalent,
or equivalent in exchange. Yes, good.
I like the idea that equivalent is just like going around and somebody's like, oh, here, have some blueberries. And they give them like an unequivalent amount and equivalent just like takes the blueberries and evens it. Like they have OCD about it.
You know what it would be? Scales.
Yeah.
He'd be Scales.
He'd be fucking Kid Death. Or Death the Kid.
Oh, we got a comment the other day about what my Daemon would be, and it was ranked and explained, which is genius.
Yeah, ranked and explained. That would be rad.
It's very good. But yeah, I actually very much enjoyed this episode. The closing battle where like Yoru's busting out the arrow and just blowing people away with it. That was pretty sick.
How does this end? This ends on like a cool cliffhanger, right?
We get an exposition dump about how Daemons can die if their master dies and nobody ever claims them again.
Yeah, but they die after like a couple centuries.
Yeah, it's like decades to hundreds of years.
He's like, so don't really worry about it too much. Daemons.
And they're like, and the rabbit's like, oh, this is why we prioritize protecting our masters. And I was like, I feel like that should have been a thing you were doing anyways, if we're being real.
Well, also your master's gonna die in like 100 years, so it's like,
which is why they have to be passed on to somebody new.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. But this ends in like a cool way. Yeah, his arrows like flying towards yin and yang.
And they animated the fucking shit. Thing was wiggling, dude. It was like the bush buddy from Witch Hat.
The brush buddy?
The brush buddy, The bush buddy. Very different. We're talking about.
It was a thing on his shoulder. That was like they hit the second tower. Bush's buddy.
Sir, we have to talk to you.
Yeah.
We gotta stop reading to these children.
But golly. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I hope next episode is like the episode because it feels like shit's about to kick off.
I hope so
I'm
as
excited.
Well. I'm thinking we're going to be shifting towards like either these guys that are attacking are associated with Higashi Village or there's some third party that's just trying to kill like Daemon users, something like that. We do need an Akatsuki. We need the fucking homunculi. We need the homunculi. We need something.
We heard people talking.
Yeah.
Like an organization. Like there was one that was kind of insane, one that sounded kind of like lust. Like they sounded like the homunculi.
Yes.
And yeah, once we meet, I'm just excited to meet like Yin and Yang's master.
Yeah.
Whatever Nina Tucker's master is. So yeah, I'm gonna.
And we're just also no longer in English. That's gotta be that's yeah.
One sec. Let me make this call. Hi. Yeah, fellas. Yeah. Buy Daemons of the Shadow Realm.
Oh,
buy Daemons. It's going up.
No, not demon. No, wait, no. Are demons for sale?
Demons for sale? I'll take 3 demons.
I'll take 3 demons, please.
Please.
Oh no, Tanjiro's there. He's slaying them.
Demons are up. Demons are way up. Demons out. Demons up.
I wouldn't say the demons are out yet. Well, we actually are in the Infinity Castle. I'd actually say that we are rounding down on demons.
Demons are on the way out. Start selling demons.
When would you buy demons in the Demon Slayer story? Mugen Train?
Yeah.
Because things are bad.
Mugen Train? Well, the best time to buy it was obviously season 1, but the second best time. No, actually, you know, the best time to buy it would be season 3 or what's it called? The training arc.
You think so?
Training arc's the best time to buy.
Do you buy demons?
Yeah.
Because I would say Mugen Train's the best time to buy demons because, like, at the beginning of Mugen Train, all the Hashiras are alive. By the end of Mugen Train, no one really important from the demon side dies, but they lose Rengoku.
Our metaphors are mixed up.
Yeah,
what
100%.
are you asking?
I don't think we've ever understood what buy or sell means in a stock way.
This is a review sense. So I'm saying I would have bought the concept of demons around the Hashira training arc because public opinion of Demon Slayer was probably at its lowest.
That's fair.
And so the stock was low.
But
so
Infinity
you buy
Castle
it, and
brings it back.
Infinity Castle did really well, and so
Yeah.
it goes way back up. You buy it at Mugen Train, it's high, and then I'd say season 2 brought it even higher. But you're not making a huge profit,
No,
so you
it's
want to
fair.
buy it at season 1 or the Hashira training arc.
I'm playing the safe game. You know, I'm trying to get it high, sell higher. That's I'm not buying the dip. I don't have diamond hands. That's my issue.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So right now, because demons are on their way out, I sell my demons, I buy Daemons.
100%. Buy Daemons. I'm feeling optimistic about where we're heading with this show.
Anyway.
Which is a good thing because we both love this mangaka and I want to see her do more good stuff.
What's the next? My Hero?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We got My Hero Academia More Plus. What the fuck was it called?
It's called SP, which I think is
It's like
special.
special episode.
Yeah.
It's like their special, but the special episode was called like More or Plus or something
Oh,
like
it's
that.
called More. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
cool, though.
Yeah.
I liked it. They just show more on
Yeah.
it, and I'm like, that is what this is.
That is 100% correct, yes.
Yeah.
And this is a fun episode here that is a wrap-up for the story here that happens 1 month after the 8-year time skip. So we get to see what everyone's up to as adults. Everyone's like 24, 25, and the entire episode is kind of just focused around, hey, look, we're all still friends. Guys, don't be sad that Deku had to be alone for 8 years. And also, everyone except for Great Ped is doing really good as a hero right now.
Yeah.
Can I tell you my biggest takeaway for this?
Womp.
I've watched MHA in Japanese for years, probably since season 2 or something. Whenever I started as a content creator, which was 2020, I started watching it weekly so I could talk about it kind of thing. And it wasn't simuldub. It was never simuldub for us. And I really only interacted with the dub through people memeing the dub voices. So it's been probably 7 years since I've heard the actual dub voices. People are spot on online.
You're wrong. I love them. I love the dub.
I heard Katsuki Bakugo's real 100% authentic voice. Every person who's like, I'm Katsuki Bakugo, has nailed it. This might be the most accurate people have ever made fun of a thing in the history. Like, you can't even be upset about it because they're just doing the voice.
I see what you mean now, and you are correct. Have you
Yes.
seen that meme that's like Deku on his way to his first day of UA, and he's like, today I start My Hero Academia, and he trips, and he's like, I'm a failure.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, All Might.
Yeah, it's either people are incredibly talented or these voices are so intrinsically animified that anyone can do them.
These are probably the most iconic dub voices since, like, Naruto.
100%.
Because, like, no one's doing an Eren Yeager.
No.
You know? People like Levi's voice actor in English dub, but, like, they just think he's doing a good job. Nobody's, like, doing an impression of him.
I'm going to be honest.
Shinra's close, but Fire Force isn't popular enough. Shinra's pretty unique.
He's like, I'm Shinra. Yeah. That's terrible. I tried to go high. Once again, there's a reason that you're trying to get multiple voice roles here, and I'm only getting burnt out 35-year-old.
What do you think Shinra's?
I tried, Danny.
Dude, remember the first episode of Fire Force where Shinra's like, hello! I'm Fire Force! Fuck, I meant Shinra. Hello! He's like, they call me a demon because I smile all the time. He's like a Jack Nicholson.
It's gonna mean nothing to anybody, but there's an episode of Blue Mountain State where Sammy starts banging a really hot girl, but she has a terrible voice, but she's lost her voice. You just did a fantastic impression of her.
I was doing Toad, but thanks.
Okay, also Toad adjacent, but closer to the BMS voice. For those of you who get it, you're bad people, but also I love you.
Anyway, yeah. Fucking, you don't like the dub? I like the dub.
I can't. I thought about, I was doing laundry and I was like, I need to switch back to the sub. Cause like, I'm just watching, like, that could be like it's the, I'm a failure. But also like me and Lonnie walk around all the time and like we do like MHA memes and we're like, I love you, you damn nerd.
Right,
and we're like, Deku, I'm carrying your children. And I'm like, oh, I'm not as far from that voice as I could be.
Bakugo is tough. Because he is that way the whole time.
And he's like literally trying, and like I can understand why it's harder to buy his character arc in English, because it's like, it's hard to say he cares or has changed when he still sounds like this, non-ironically.
Yeah, I wrote that this episode, when they're in his car, it feels like fan fiction.
Yes.
Like, they're all 23 or whatever. They're all ripped to hell. They're all dripped to hell.
Yeah.
Bakugo's driving in his like Lamborghini GX1.
In his cyberpunk R8. Yeah.
It's like in a Porsche, like an actual Porsche with a spoiler on the back.
And Deku's just like slowly fading into obscurity for no reason.
Deku's getting swallowed by his weird custom sex seats
and
in
nobody
the back.
everyone's like, why do you have these seats? And no one's ever establishing that he's doing the Homer meme like into these back seats.
But he's like, there's a line where Bakugo's like, I wouldn't have even brought him along, or I wouldn't have even given him a ride if you didn't threaten to harden and punch holes in my new car. And I'm like, that is a Wattpad line.
100%. Yes. They're all being written like, it was like, he's like, Togashi was like, not Togashi. I forget.
I think you're right.
No, Togashi's MHA. Or, he's Hunter Hunter. Togashi's Hunter Hunter. Hira, I don't remember. Hirikoshi, is like literally spent like months being like, well, how do they want the story finished?
Yeah, I guess.
And then he was like, I guess this is what they want. They want some light BL romance here.
And it's like, I don't say it's Wattpad like necessarily derogatorily. It's more like, I say it lovingly hating.
Yes.
Because I did really like this. Like, this was
awesome. It's very fun. It's fun to see all of your like favorite characters. It's cool to see Lemillion with a pompadour.
Disagree. Lemillion got the worst glow up. Lemillion's Peachtree bit is so fucking weird.
So fucking incredible, He's literally just throwing it in a circle while a bunch of kids trying to shoot him in the asshole.
He's fucking tossing it back in front of a bunch of kids.
They wanted it, dude. They were like, hey, let us shoot you in the butt. And he just gave those kids what he wanted.
Sound like Lemillion in front of a judge.
They asked me to do it. They're like, you should have known not to.
I love that his like ultimate move is like Peachtree Symphony.
Yeah, and then Uraraka, the supposedly good character here, levitates a little boy closer to his ass.
Yeah, she's like, go fucking blast him right in the asshole.
Go fucking blow yourself up. Yeah, blow his asshole up.
I do hate a pompadour. Ever since Kyubey or whatever in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Kyubey?
Kubayara? Kiwararba.
I'm gonna give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more because I forget his name and I'm trying to remember it.
I'm in the ballpark.
You're close. You're getting me closer.
Kiwabara.
Kuwabara,
right?
Kuwabara. I think it actually might be Kuwabara.
Kuwabara. I think I'm right.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Panda Mom, I like how Todoroki looked. ... Should we get into that?
Kuwabara. Yeah, Kazuma Kuwabara.
I hate this fucking look. I hate laser pompadour.
Hate it on laser pompadour. You'd probably hate it on Bulat and Akame ga Kill.
Yeah.
I love a pompadour. It is the most. There's impossible haircuts, and then there's pompadours, and like they do technically exist. Like the reason that pompadours are seen in anime is because they're like a hyperbolized version of a haircut that like bikers had in Japan in the 90s. But I think it's Bulat from Akame ga Kill. Every time I see him, I'm like, awesome.
Real quick, I did hear that there was like controversy around Todoroki's look. People don't like how Todoroki looked. Let me know in the comments right now what the deal is with
older.
That. He's just the protagonist of Fire Punch.
Holy shit, you're
Look
right.
up the...
No, I know exactly what he looks like. You are 100% correct.
Identical. It's like almost shocking. But Ida though, yeah, should we go through like who got the hottest glow-ups? That's just him.
That is 100% him. That's ridiculous. I kind of love that.
I think Todoroki glue the fuck up.
I don't think his glow-up is as good as Octa Arms. Duplarms, whatever his fucking name is.
There's no fucking world in which
A globe, first off, a globe is about delta. It's about dichotomy. All right. Like I said, fucking Shoto turns into an older version of himself. Duple arms gets ripped. He gets a sick, slick back haircut.
You will never hear a single kind thing come out of my mouth about that horse-faced
About the Martin Luther King of MHA.
Look, we're both coming at it from a different perspective.
It's a guy who's like, listen, heteromorphs have rights too.
They should have gave him a horse mouth.
They did 100. That's why that's.
I don't have to think he's hot. I like what he stands for.
Us women love a man with a mask. It's why Kakashi's as popular as he is.
You know what I realized this episode? The last episode? Froggy,
Froppy, yes.
has fucked up arms. You ever notice that?
No.
Her arms are too long.
What do you mean?
I think she's a heteromorph.
She's literally a frog.
Relax. She's literally a human woman.
Have you literally seen her tongue?
That's it. That's not literally a frog.
That's good enough.
Oh my god, if Froppy went up to Octo Arms and was like, I'm literally a frog, he'd have some words.
You think there'd be like all right, calm down, logic.
If she went up to Birdhead Man.
Yeah, that's fair.
He'd be like, there's always a more frog you could be.
Mr. Shadows, make me a demon.
Yeah.
Let's see. MHA adult. Yeah, hold up. No, you're on the wrong side of history here.
Hair too short, eyes too small, but jawline smacked.
Froppy's got literal she has frog feet.
Those are shoes.
You think those are her actual? I'm not looking up Froppy
Look
toes.
up her feet?
I'm not looking. You can't make me look up Froppy adult toes.
Jiro looks the same. Yeah, Jiro looks the same.
So does Kaminari. They both look like identical.
They gave him an earring.
I love that they decided to ship together two characters that nobody gives a shit about. Like Shadow Boy and Mushroom Girl get together and they're like, whoa! The two least important characters from class 1B.
I guess that's the bit. Like, I really think Horikoshi has nailed this fucking story, even though we have like criticisms about like its pacing towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's so growing up, like going to your high school reunion, you're like, holy shit, extra number 75 got with extra number 241.
That is very fair. You're like, you never saw these two people who didn't talk at all in high school, but also like weren't important to you or your friend group. You're like, oh, that's nuts.
Yeah, I think it's crazy Sun Eater got screen time. That was my crazy poll.
An astounding amount of screen time. His new outfit is so sick.
He's so sick. He's getting eaten by it, but it's very cool.
I guess that's kind of the point here. He's all teeth.
I love how this episode opened. This episode opened in such a crazy, bold way.
Uraraka's dream.
Where it's Uraraka's PTSD.
Yes.
Maybe. And then they ruin it.
Okay.
Dude, Horikoshi horrid all over this Koshi, I think.
I am very curious to hear this opinion.
Because I loved the opening.
Yes.
Every now and then Horikoshi does something that's really cool metaphorically.
Yes.
And then is like, no, there's a literal crack in Shigaraki's psyche that we physically with our hands open.
Yeah.
And that maybe happened here, where it opens and Uraraka is dreaming about Toga.
And it's like still 8 years later, like her blood is still in me, and it like brings to her like her memory to me, like kind of thing.
You're already like getting into the territory of bullshit.
Territory of it ruining it. Yeah, I'm starting to understand what you're talking about here. Because it could just be PTSD, but she's like, no, the actual ghost of Toga is trying to get me to bang Deku. Fuck, you're right.
That's what I mean.
Because I was gonna say it was profound, and you're right. Now I'm pissed.
It opens and it's like, wow, 8 years later, and Uraraka is still thinking about her killing Toga.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and also, I love that we open the episode on this. Like, I love that we spend a lot of time with Ochaka, and it's not just like, all right, the Deku gang is back, you know? Like, that's super cool. I love that the dream's really vague, and she's like, she's just haunting me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just seeing Toga, and it upsets me, and I have to learn to move on from it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's perfect. Then she gets into like, oh, her blood's in me, and you know, some of her's in me and this and that, and I thought it was dormant, but maybe it's back. Whatever, I was okay with that. Because then, at the end of the episode, she's like, this all started happening when I started seeing Deku more.
Yes.
And a part of me was like, oh, she's feeling guilty about wanting to have a life beyond her killing Toga.
Because Toga didn't get to have one.
Yeah, like, Uraraka is spending her time like helping people to the best of her ability. Like she wakes up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat and is like, I have paperwork to get done.
Yeah.
And that's her feeling guilty about
Toga specifically.
About Toga.
Because her life work after Toga's death and after the war is quirk counseling to ensure that those who are born with relatively weird quirks aren't left behind by society on account of how they were born.
Exactly. It's her feeling guilty about wanting to lead a normal life.
Yes.
And experience happiness, which is something that like a lot of people feel, whether it's like their significant other dies and they're
just
like
survivor's guilt.
Yeah, it's survivor's guilt. Exactly. But so then she's like, oh, it only started happening when Deku showed up. And in my mind, it's like, oh, it's because Deku's appearance is triggering in her like, I want to have a relationship with him. I want to hang out with him, but I can't do that because then I'm disrespecting Toga's memory.
Yeah. And there's also the aspect of like Toga like blatantly admitting being in love with Uchaku. And it's like, so like there's also like the, oh, was Uchaku bi? Like was Toga gay? Was Toga bi kind of thing? It's like, oh, like this was a romantic connection that I had even if it didn't go both ways. And now I'm exploring the separate romantic connection. And that's like a weird, like big step for me to take.
Exactly. And so then she's like, then even when Toga starts talking to her, I still think it's her subconscious. And she's like, no, you know what? Toga would want this. One of the last things she said to me was that she loves me. And if she loves me, she'd push me to do this, not drag me back. And I'm like, awesome, great. Ochaka, Deku, get together. And then one of the last shots of the episode is Toga's actual for real ghost walking into the
Her
crowd.
goddamn force ghost being like, mission complete, here I can go.
And I'm like, fuck, it's so possible that Horikoshi is like, no, it's her for real ghost from heaven. Or from hell telling her to do this.
Sent down or up to try and push Toga into Deku's arms.
Or it's her actual blood and like her consciousness is still in her blood. And because Ochaka actually gives like a Toga ass smile. And I think that's like intentional. But like,
so like, are we stripping the intentionality of this moment away from Uchaka by being like, oh, without Toga's actual force ghost making her do this, it wouldn't happen?
It's just like, it just makes it so much more like, I have to work so hard for the themes to be good. And I have to ignore so much of the actual canon for it to be like really sweet and sentimental. It's like, just you know, do the dream stuff and that's it. You don't have to explain the blood. You don't have to have her leave in the crowd. Anyway.
I've had this conversation point a lot with a lot of anime and manga recently where I was like, oh, you don't have to beat us over the head with your themes. Like, not everything has to be, like, blatantly explained to us. Like, you can let some things be subliminal and let people feel smart for, like, coming to their own conclusions. And for some reason, I felt as though we've strayed away from that. Like, it's like every mangaka and author feels like they have to hold our hand. And I was like, oh, some of the most intelligent I feel while reading is like Chainsaw Man, where I'm like, oh, there's subliminal themes here that like without like a deeper reading of the source material, you're not gonna fully understand. And that makes me feel good. And that's why I'm like, oh, Chainsaw Man's like one of my favorite current mangas.
Well, I guess that's the reason mangakas are like, or just anyone in content creation is straying away from it, because you've seen people talk about Chainsaw Man. They're like, this is just gooner shit. There are no themes. Like,
and you're like, well, you literally have to, like, let me break down for you what you're missing.
You have to read it with your brain.
That's the toughest part. You can't be like, oh, wow, hey, Denji got a hand job. Like, I can't believe this. But yeah,
can't fucking believe somebody drew this.
You
can draw hand jobs now.
I didn't know we could do this. But you want to talk about everyone's numbers as our closeout here? Shoto's our number 2 hero.
Oh, sure.
Lemillion's our new number 1. We see fucking Pop. Great Pop. He's 108. Imagine stealing a car and 20 heroes show up to jump your shit.
I know, it's like he had the fucking world's best whole squad just fucking rock his
Deku,
ass.
the continental level threat, like, it also needs 4 other guys with him. Absolutely insane.
Well, then also, they all show up. It's like a class of 20, and the car's like on a fucking iceberg that has destroyed this highway. And they're all like, yeah, we did it equally. No, it's the same 4 fucking people.
My literal last note was naturally only the important ones did it. Shoto standing front and center being like, and I helped. And it's like, no, that was Ida, Shoto, or no, fucking what Shoto is.
Todoroki.
No, who's the one with the tape arms?
Shoji?
Something like that. Tape arms is sitting up front, like, and I swung alongside him. It's like, why'd you even put your suit on?
Why is Invisible Girl here?
What do we need your stealth hero for here? So you could sneak into the back of this van?
Yeah.
That was funny.
I guess just in case, but I'd still be pissing bricks if I saw every famous hero to ever exist.
Ida's just
me.
ripping your door off where like Deku, the guy who killed the dude who could disintegrate continents, is on your hood.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, yeah, car's yours, I guess.
Be like SEAL Team 6 pulling me over for a speeding ticket.
You're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Whatever I did wrong, just write me the check, please. Yeah. Cool. Should we get to our second best episode of the week?
Second best?
Yeah.
What else do we? Oh,
no.
Marriage Toxin.
Yeah.
This is like Daemons of the Shadow Realm, where I'm like, next episode's gonna be awesome.
Oh?
I mean, this was cool.
Yeah.
This had some good shit. This had great bits.
Great bits. You were literally
bits.
sitting on the couch telling me that this show had the best bits.
Dude, these are all time.
And as the Prince of Bits, that means a lot.
Whoa, Prince of Bits.
Yeah.
I'm branding that.
You can't be the King of Bits, unfortunately.
I'm not.
You know who the King of Bits would be? Take one guess.
John Mulaney.
I was gonna say Carrot Top.
You're right.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately,
it's gotta be Carrot Top.
Yeah, he is all bits.
He's all bits.
What show is this?
Marriage Toxin.
Yeah. The show rips. The show's awesome. Still. Buy Marriage Toxin. Episode 4, the Sound
I feel like it's
Master.
almost even too late to buy Marriage Toxin because we've hyped it up. So I've started to see Marriage Toxin edits on my TikTok, and that's how you know you're getting traction.
Dude, this show's just so good. Reggie's in this episode.
The sound guy is 100% Reggie. Yes.
Reggie's in the episode. Like Daemons of the Shadow Realm, they'll just keep introducing me to new masters, and I'll be happy.
Just every single episode, they're like, by the way, you shouldn't fight masters. And then a new master every single episode, just trying to kill whatever girl that our main character, whose name I do not know, is tied his ship to.
Yeah, this one's interesting, though, because he can seemingly, like, mind control people and also, like, paralyze them with sound and bring a building down.
Yep.
It's like that guy who stuffs his fist into Chobo. Chubi. What? Who's the big one in Naruto?
What?
Choji.
Stuffs his...
Wait, fists Choji? Is Choji's his name, right?
Are you talking about Dosu? Are you talking about the sound cuff guy who knocks out fucking Choji in the preliminary? The guy who Gara kills, right? Dosu.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Stuffs his fist into Choji's tummy.
I just didn't expect a Dosu call out right now, dude. Yeah, the guy who's around for just the preliminaries.
That's how I learned that sound can travel through the water in your body.
Yeah, he affected his eardrums through his expanded
mass.
form. Yeah.
Fucking, I don't even know why I said that, but oh yeah,
I loved it
because he does sound shit. But there was some great, just stellar
You loved
bits.
the insoluble beers. You loved the beer snake coming out of our main character.
It was the worst thing anyone's ever done.
I just can't believe, but this is the kind of shit that you learn from a guy who has centipede shoes. That's like when your best friend is a dude whose like form of mobility is like millipedes.
Yeah.
He would love the I puke up beer bit.
This is my favorite world. I finally get like One Punch Man and shit like that. I've never liked a gag anime.
Okay.
And this is doing it for me.
You would love Psyche K. You'd love
really?
Psyche K.
I gotta check it out. People keep recommending it.
It's just all high tier gags.
I love, he's like, I know what'll get a good reaction at this bar. He chugs 16 beers simultaneously, 8 in each hand.
Yeah.
And then somehow, through toxins, vomits this beer eel, and it's like really gruesome.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
He's like, oh, he's trying to get it out because he can't breathe while you're throwing up.
He literally pulled off what I almost did at Colossal Con. I was like, I'm gonna shotgun this beer. Everyone will love this bit, and I was spewed it on a recording equipment.
And he does spits it all up, and then he's like sweating and panting, and then he looks up and he's like, what'd you think of that?
Yeah.
And no one liked it, obviously.
But boy, oh boy, have we both been there. have we both like been like, this bit's gonna crush, and then like we immediately have to pivot to the next bit because it's silent.
Yeah, crickets wake up to respond to it.
Yeah.
I also love they're taking a meeting and like the whole table's like subtly shaking. And you don't know why for most of the meeting. And that cuts to a wide. It's because a guy is like holding up a ring attached to a bunch of chairs and he's holding them up.
If you walk into that room and there's a guy being like, take a seat, are you like, I'm not good. This is kink behavior. Like this is your kink and I'm buying into it.
I'd be glancing at that dude's crotch the whole time.
Because he's fully naked while he's doing it too. Like this this is absolutely fetish behavior. Yeah. And by ask for my consent before I sit down.
Yeah,
please.
100%. Pretty much though, that's it.
That is kind of it. I mean, they're just like a bunch. It's a blonde hot dude chasing after them for an entire episode. Her getting quieter and quieter with the yakisoba was adorable. Where she's like, yakisoba, yakisoba. Yakisoba. And then out of nowhere, she's like, I know it'll get everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Full on cosplay. Full on magical girl cosplay. I was like, I thought this girl wasn't confident. Because like, oh, I busted out my dark magician girl cosplay. That's insane.
Yeah. That was insane. That was akin to the beer eel.
Yes.
Which I think is maybe the point.
It played.
Yeah, people loved it.
Oh, you won't believe it. Cute girl puts on cosplay, beloved by everyone around.
And she did some magic.
Which also plays.
Yeah.
Always lead. If you know magic, always lead with magic.
100%.
If you can choose a card for somebody, I'm telling you right now, for those of you who are like heading into college, don't be annoying about magic, but learn just enough magic where like if there's a conversational lull, you can pull out like a card. Or not even, don't bring cards with you. Because don't be the guy with cards. Because we're talking about guys here, for being real.
If there are just cards abound and you're like, hey, can I see those for a second?
Yeah.
You whip out a crazy magic trick, that's sexy.
That's-
but if you're like, oh, you want to see a trick and you have a trench coat full of decks?
Yeah. Or it's like, you pull out your extendo wand kind of thing. That's a bad look. Don't pull
No,
out
I disagree. Pulling out a wand is different.
Oh, it
That's
just
sick.
slots out of your sleeve like you're getting ready for a duel.
It's like the plastic one with the white tip,
Yeah.
and they're just like, bunch of plastic flowers gonna come out of that.
Yeah.
Like,
And you're like, no, it's the rabbit, and it's just disfigured. Yeah, no. But if like you just have cards and you can and you can do a light trick, that's like plus 20 charisma.
I used to do a bit in high school where I'd have a deck of cards, and I'd be like, it'd be downtime, and I'd be like, hey, Devin, pick a card.
Yeah.
And then I'd like pick a card, and I'd like unfan it and just put it back in my pocket and like go back to doing my work. And he's like, and then what? And I'm like, no, I'm just giving out cards.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
the whole bit.
That's unfortunately a fantastic bit.
Thank you.
Which you were able to do on account of being really funny. We're talking about people who need the charismatic.
Right,
Like I'm
I
saying, like
see.
they're sitting down for a YouTube tutorial. You can't give recommendations on how to be charismatic. You have to realize. I'm sorry, you are not the everyman when it comes to charisma.
This is a tool to use if you already have charisma, though. You know, it's it's the same as me being like, hey, here's how you play Eruption by Van Halen. You need a fundamental understanding of guitar first. You know,
listen,
like-
and here's 7 hours on how to fucking finger and fret correctly here.
but yeah, I'm excited for the next episode. This sound dude's sick.
It's fucking tomorrow. I
yeah.
have Tuesdays locked in for this show
Nick
here.
loves Tuesday.
I love it's the only thing I look forward to on Tuesdays. But that being said, let's get to our best episode of the week. Which had to tell you
Best episode, best show of the year. I love this shit.
That's a wild take, but I think by the end, like episode 12 here, that will be a real conversational point.
I'll have to rewatch.
Its massive benefit is the fact that it's not running against anything that's even remotely good as it.
Yeah, true. Hot dog, do I love it.
It's so much fun. And this is the slowest out of all of the episodes.
Nothing happened this episode, and I love
there
it.
is 12 minutes dedicated to Kiefery being a fantastic dad.
Brother, they cook for so long, and it's awesome.
It's awesome, and every single moment I have to spend with Kiefery is another moment I'm reminded of how little father I had.
Dude, when they made a cheese boiga, what a shock. What a shock to the senses. I thought they were gonna make some fucking, it's usually like,
they're busting out Howl's Moving Castle slabs of pork belly. They're like Coco's doing like light magic spells to melt some cheese on bread. And I'm like, what are they making? Ruby Tuesdays.
Dude, yeah, it was such a Ruby Tuesdays TGIF fucking meal.
I was waiting for fucking Guy Fieri to come back out and be like, that's banging.
Yeah, it's like I was expecting, because usually in anime, you get two types of food.
Yeah.
Like a big fried egg on top of fried rice. That looks great. Or like a big fucking chunk of dinosaur meat.
Yeah.
That's really jiggly
Or
and
like
has bones sticking out both
Or a
sides.
purple stew that's going to kill you. There's 3 options.
Yeah, there are 3 options. And at the end of it, when Kiefery was like, what have you made, Coco? And she's like, I made Denny's Slam Burger.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you made a moons over my hammy? Like,
Yeah, dude,
what?
you're just like, good. You're like, yeah, I'm putting the B back in IHOP over here.
Yeah, like, that was sick. I loved that. I hated the design of fucking Tony Stark. Tony.
You don't like the goatee?
I hate what he looks like. He looks like a fake anime. Like, you know when you get a targeted Instagram ad and they're like, I'll turn you and your spouse into an anime character.
Yeah.
It looks like that. Like a white dude got animified by AI.
Honestly, the goatee threw me off to the point where I had to think about other anime characters with goatees.
Thor, what's his name?
Askeladd.
Askeladd,
Only one I could think of.
Hold on. Give me Vegeta eventually, I think. What? King Vegeta!
Oh, like Vegeta's father. Yeah. You're right. King Vegeta, the king of fucking the Saiyans on planet Vegeta,
I mean,
has a goatee.
Attack on Titan doesn't have anything. They're all German, you'd think.
I think Reiner has one for a little bit. Reiner season 4 has a goatee. Like after the time skip, after they leave Parody Island and everyone grows up, Reiner has a goatee.
This doesn't count, but Sanji. It doesn't count because it's like a French goatee. You know, he's got like a little... Wow.
Sanji has a goatee?
I looked up anime characters with goatees.
That's not a goatee at all.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a goatee at all.
I looked up anime characters with goatees and like nothing.
Yeah.
Like not even the ones we mentioned.
It's just not well, one, I think, because it's probably...
I think it's confused by what we're considering a goatee.
That's 100% a goatee.
This one counts. Who is this?
Yeah, Garp is a good follow-up question there, because Garp is, or an answer, because Garp's 100% got a goatee and always has had one.
We got Garp. Itachi grows one.
That's me. First off, that's not real art of Itachi. That's me. That's the least comfortable I've been. You know, you just said we'll animify you. That made me deeply uncomfortable. That's it.
What this actually looks like? This looks just like Daniel Duenas.
I mean, objectively, kind of.
Yeah.
Especially after their Japanese arc.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of goatees.
Like, and it's I think it's well, I was gonna say like probably because you don't see a lot of goatees in Japan, but I feel like you probably do.
It's a lot
Asuma's
of people
got a full
with no.
beard. No, Asuma's got the bottom half.
Yeah.
He's just got the bottom.
It's a lot of people with no mustache. You got some of that.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it's not a. No, I feel like a lot of Japanese people. I feel like it's mustache. You don't see cheeks in Japanese facial hair. That's what I feel like you don't see, which is why you would get a goatee.
Yeah. Yeah. But
he's our Nicholas Wolfwood though. You're gonna get some, and there's like probably a lot of people out there who are watching Witch Atelier and haven't read the manga. I can guarantee you that immediately within, I don't know, minutes of this episode being released, there was some deeply graphic Keyfree X, whatever this guy's name is, just like real deep penetration porn drawn.
Is it because they got a yin and yang look going?
100%.
Okay,
100%.
okay, yeah.
It's your Vash Nicholas Wolfwoods. Yeah. It's your Rock Lee Kakashi's or Mike Guy Kakashi's. I got them. They look exactly the same. Give me a second.
I was thrown off.
Yeah, you had a surprisingly quick reaction to that as well.
Well, you said Rock Lee, and I was like, oh, is this gonna be 10-10?
Yeah, like, no, yeah. The man double his age.
Yeah, come on.
It's all of your Black Cat Golden Retrievers.
Yeah.
It's Buddy Daddies. It's like we are now getting the plot of Buddy Daddies where two dudes raise a bunch of girls.
Yeah, it's fucking. Well, something I really liked about the episode.
Yeah.
Is that like you're introduced to Tony Stark, and initially you're like, this dude's an asshole.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be the scary one around all the children, or he's like the Snape character. And he is at first, and then when Coco sneaks in,
he's just by the book, you know?
Yeah, when Coco sneaks in, he's just like, I found your worm thing and dried it.
Yeah.
Now you can get out. And then she's like, I don't want to get out. And he's like, all right. Yeah.
And then like Mike, the best part is like he talks to her and she's like, she loves like the glow stones. And we get so much cool magic this fucking episode. Him slapping his two fucking rings together, awesome. Yeah. And then him being like, oh, the glow stones work by like pressure slaps the top half of the stone with the bottom half and like closes the circle. We're getting so much fucking Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood ass. Like, here's how these circles are closed shit.
Dude, I was fucking eating that shit up. I was like, yes, more.
Give me a
honey.
new way to close a circle every episode. I'll be a happy boy.
Dude, the second he did this with his thumbs in the ring, I was like, someone's got a Kamehameha by the end of this.
I'm sitting Dorothy down when she gets home in 3 hours, and I'd be like, this is happening. We're making this. We're making all of these fucking Connect Me rings here. 100%, dude. You and your partner just fucking magnetic little Connect Me rings.
I bet that exists.
100%.
Make it like an unreasonably strong magnet.
Oh, yeah. Like, you're like, it's like the new way to hold hands because you actually can't separate.
Yeah, I was thinking about like this would be good.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll probably do like this or something.
Yeah. We got to start doing circles on bodies. I know it's going to happen at some point here.
Some fuck's going to happen. I wonder if you could do like, if you have a glove or a Connect Me ring and do it with someone else, will that do something? No, I guess not, because the magic doesn't come from you. isn't that
Comes
crazy?
from the circle. Like, as long as the circle's made, that's like what
Well,
also
isn't
like.
it? Yeah, isn't it interesting? There's no like mana.
There's
or
no mana.
chakra.
That's the thing. You can do as much.
anyone can be a witch.
You can do as much magic as you can draw.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like you don't even have to be a practically trained witch. As long as you're a good artist and you know what sigils to use, like you can be orated what to do, and so long as you can do it, you're an elite magician.
Well, it's like a witch is by all means of the definition a profession.
Yes.
That like anyone could do if it wasn't secretive. Like
Yeah.
it's not like you need witch blood.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
You just need years in the trades.
Yeah.
You need to know how to draw circles. You need to know what circles to put. It's basically coding.
It's just drawing, yeah.
Oh, like I could sit down. There's no difference between me and somebody else sitting down at a computer typing up a thing. It's just about like I need to know what fucking keys to hit.
Yeah. But yeah, shit's pretty
It's
cool.
awesome. It's a great episode. My favorite moment in the entire episode, which I feel like is one of the more slept on like moments, is when Coco is leaving Tony Stark's room and he thinks about what Kiefer said about like, oh, how if they reported him to the Moral Knights, the Knights Morales, that they would erase her passion for magic. And he's so enthralled with her passion for magic, like just her talking about like how much the glowstones mean to her. And I was like, oh, what a really sweet and subliminal way to write a character and be like, oh, here's his redemption immediately.
Yeah.
But once again, I have to say, this is the most female written manga in the history of female written mangas.
Because Kiefer's like in his black tight shirt cooking while he teaches.
And it's like his hanging around him here, and he's being so sweet.
And he's
then
like, magic is life itself.
dude, he's
with a big
busting out.
splash.
He's busting out water magic, and it's like flowing in front of his face. And he's like, the best way to learn is practical application. And I'm falling in love with this motherfucker. Like, and then like the black cat comes home, and you're like, oh, he's like kind of gruff, and he's like, I have to turn her in, and then he's like, actually, her passion for magic is incredible. And I'm like, these are the best fathers in the history of fathers.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely think if we have to do like a anime ranking of fathers thing, they're up there.
I can't tell about Kiefer yet because we get that moment from whatever his name is. You're calling him the Black Cat? Is that what they call him?
No, he's just I don't know. I'm calling him like he's the Black Cat to Kiefer's golden retriever. You know.
I'll keep calling him Tony Stark, I guess, just so I know
better.
what I'm
That's
talking
better.
about. But he fucking we get that moment from him where he's like, they'd even erase her passion, would they? And it's clear that he like cares about Coco.
Yeah.
And it like, just her youth and her sparkle. Technically, I don't think we've gotten that from Kiefer. Like, I can't tell if he said that to Tony Stark because he knew that affect him. Like, if he's manipulating him. Because, and I only think this because Kiefer's been so fucking tense and ominous.
He has, like, him being able to cut the OST is some Eisen level, like, what the fuck? Because people in our comments are like, welcome to the morally ambiguous character of Kiefer. And I'm like, dude, him busting out the water magic to stop the dude, he's like, you're not going fucking anywhere. And I was like,
yeah, that's why too. Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that's terrifying. But yeah, I wonder if he knew that would incept in that dude's mind, like, I can't give her to the Knights, rather than being like, genuinely caring about Coco. I think he has an agenda.
Also, what about Tony Stark coming down from his perched loft in a flowy pirate shirt? Like it's like under his cloak, he's wearing like this like white Renaissance fair blouse. Another incredible example of just like this one is for the girlies.
Yeah, and his fucking like flight slippers.
Yes,
like,
it's just like popping down. It's like you could have taken the stairs. Just a great show. So much fun. I
love she enters his room and just a body whams against the floor. He's like, oh, I thought I was wearing the shoes.
Yeah, fuck, they don't have my socks as well.
Yeah. Anyway, great stuff.
So that's all the anime we have to talk about this week. Do you have news?
Do we have news?
You don't have any news.
Do you have news?
Do I have news? I have a best boy, but it's kind of like an idea. It's not like it's like I had an idea.
So you have none of the things.
I have a best boy. In
I said, do you have news? And you go, not only do I not have news.
Oh, I kind of have news.
But I have a best boy that isn't a best boy.
I have news. I was asking you if you have news.
Oh, I know, but you don't see how what just happened was funny? I know. Go on. Whatever.
Nothing. Your bits have never been funny. No, I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want from me. I'm very hungry.
Go on.
The news is people are hating on the Invincible Versus game. because
Hardly news.
apparently because you can't button mash. You like I've seen so many people being like, I'm button mashing as hard as I can right now, and I'm not winning this game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because of how popular Invincible is as an IP that a bunch of like non-fighting game fans flock to it. But man alive, are people being pissy about it?
The Invincible fandom may be one of the worst in history.
I
It's so funny seeing the indignant attitude that they had towards the show instantly migrate to the game.
Yes.
Because, yeah, I also see so many videos that are like, people are like, yeah, this is impossible. This dude's ripping my ass open. And it's like, brother, hit the block button.
Yeah.
Like,
you wouldn't last a second in like a Japanese-based fighting game, dude. Yeah. You never been hit with a 200 hit combo before. What's that one where it's like Ultra
Killer Instinct, baby.
Killer
Same
Instinct.
people made this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the
Is
same
there
company.
like infinite combos or no?
No, but yeah, Killer Instinct was like it's like you could keep someone in the Mortal Kombat days if you could keep the combo going. But yeah, dude, I don't know if there's a fandom that hates their own fucking thing
more than the Invincible fandom. I mean, Amazon doesn't give them a whole, like, Amazon gives them a lot of content fairly, like, often, but it's also not to the level that, like, a lot of people believe it is. The Invincible game looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. There's a story.
sick.
The fucking fighting mechanics look clean.
I've had no time to play it. I've been in Vegas.
That's crazy. That is crazy because I feel like that'd be a thing you bust out your comically sized fighting game paddles for.
Yeah, damn right. I want to make a TikTok that's like how it feels to have a fight stick. And it's just like a montage of me like entering someone's house and being like, hey, yeah, I'll set up in a sec. You mind if I smoke in here?
Yeah.
Like just that kind of energy.
Yeah, it's like 4 cigarettes all at once here. It's like, no, you can go actually immediately.
Yeah.
I've also seen some discourse about duplicate. Because
got a lot of ass.
apparently the sliders on butt for her were slid to the fucking maximum. That's about all I've seen.
It's so funny.
But in a universe where Omni-Man is known for having cake, it's good that it's going both ways, you
Well,
know?
that's just fighting games. I mean, it's the one game genre other than stealth where you are crouching most of the time.
Fair. And
You
so
gotta
you're
get
just like,
kicked up.
that is fair. But you're never behind, like in a 2D, you're never behind them.
From the
But
side?
I guess they flip. Like you can like be facing one of two ways. And you have no news. You're crowdsourcing our news right now. That's what's happening.
I guess we'll do Best Boy as Rose's comic.
Yes, we
read
will. Should we read it?
Who do you think you are right
I'm
now?
going to go pee.
What?
I'm going to go pee. That's what I'm going to do.
All right, I'm pulling up Rose's comic. Content warning. You have to pull it up, dog.
Where in the Discord is it?
I don't know. They DM'd it to me on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
I'm sure you could find it in the Discord.
Let me
easy.
log into your Instagram real quick.
You will see blood, gore, swearing, suicidal ideation.
I wonder which of the two of them that is.
Who do you think's contemplating suicide?
I think I'm sadder than you are. You want to see? You want to?
Bro, you think you're sadder than this guy?
Are you on Lexapro?
Look what's around my fucking neck.
Which would be a great reason for you to be incredibly happy. Absent Discord father. That's my name. I'm absent Discord father. That's
That
fair.
checks out.
That's
karmic.
I genuinely can't even be upset about that. God, we look good.
That's ironic.
Oh, Rose, this is sick. Read episode 1.
My mom texted me, your movie is so intense and good. Thanks. My mom.
Thanks, Karen. We love you.
Here we go. Scrolling down. Everyone follow along. And Stank, I guess, put up shots of it because it's not Patreon only.
Whoa! This looks sick as fuck.
Yeah, it does look really hard. Is this you
No,
talking?
that's you. That's you. That's you. You have split bangs. I don't.
Fuck.
Danny.
Who is this?
That's me. I'm the one bleeding from the eye.
Okay, but scroll down a second.
I know. I was trying to figure out who the person with locks is. I don't know. They look sick as
Is
hell.
this Zeno Robinson
That's
as
fine.
Hawks, the bastard killer?
Oh my God. He does have wings.
All right, say your line.
Danny. Am I? I
Still
think
you?
I'm also, what did you just do? What? Danny, no!
Wow. I'm gonna die. And my arm is off. Aren't I?
No, that's his whole power. That's his whole power.
My wing arm's been severed in issue 1.
We didn't even establish with the fucking whips.
Dude, this goes shockingly hard.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. Oh, it's over already. Damn it.
There's a second page. Click page number 2.
No, I won't.
Okay,
How
that's
do I do
fine.
this? Oh, I scroll down. Okay. Warning, all of these things. Okay, I'm waking up. I thought I had boobs for a second. It was just my shoulder.
I
Can you imagine if they were just like...
think that about you constantly.
I'm taking off my shirt also. Okay, I go in.
What
I
else
wash
is
my
new?
face. I slip into my uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I walk through my manor, which also may just be like a WeWork.
I would hope this isn't a WeWork on account of the fact that you were naked a second ago.
I get a dossier that says Panda Mistress. Oh my god.
Panda Mistress.
I sigh.
Not this bitch again. Is Panda Mom our fucking M?
I guess so.
Hell yeah, dude.
How did I let this happen, my friend?
Nick a dick.
Nick a dick. Brrr.
That is some shit Danny would call me.
What? Ugh. She struck again. Yeah. Yeah. I'm coming. Don't get your gauze in a twist.
My guys.
And that's it. That's the end. Voices. Danny Motta. Oh, yeah, we do have to do these. Raziel. I guess Seraph is maybe the villain. Hijack.
Wait. Is Raziel the one with the locks?
Maybe.
They were dreads. I apologize.
Well, no, you're supposed to say locks. You're not supposed to say dreads.
What?
Yeah.
I just thought locks and dreads are different things.
No.
Oh.
Dreads are out. Sell dreads.
Sell dreads
Locks
by
is
locks.
in. Yeah.
Lock in locks.
Lock it in. Arya. So Arya, L, Rosie, Hijack, Raziel, Nick and Danny are the characters.
Woo, 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 woo. That's me, baby.
That
I'm
goes
Nick
so
a
hard.
Dick.
That goes so hard.
This is dope as hell, Rose.
Yeah, the art is very sick. Thank you so much, Rose.
This is very, very cool. All right, our best boy this week will be Rose. Fucking shout out to our mangaka in the chat. All cool. That brings us to love letters, our favorite part of every episode, where we poll our live audience to ask us a question that we answer here live on the podcast. So if you want to get the podcast 2 days early or get additional Nick and Danny content every single week, you can become a member of the Patreon for $4.99 a month. Daniel, do we have any questions from our lovely live audience? Easily August asks, if you could have a job in an anime universe, what would it be and why?
I took no time to think about it.
Because here's the thing, there's a lot of jobs that you could have. You could be the Anbu in Naruto. You could be a Hashira in Demon Slayer, Kaiju Cleanup in Kaiju number 8. You could be an assassin in Sakamoto Days. There's a million things you could be. You could be an adventurer in an isekai.
I like how you listed like 3 different assassins and you're like, a million jobs.
Okay, Hashira's a warrior. Anbu's an assassin. That's fair. Assassins in Sakamoto Days are also assassins.
They're all just killers.
I said a job. I said a Kaiju Cleanup in Kaiju number 8.
Do you have an answer?
Not a lot of job-based anime.
Job. Job isn't a title of one, right? Jobless ring. Oh wait.
Jobless reincarnation is
and
just
it's jobless. So
he is kind
got
of
no
employed.
job.
He's an adventurer like every other person in isekai ever.
I'd be like a chef, but like a really good anime chef. You know,
Like you want to be in food, like you want your like food blasting people's clothes off, or
maybe not Food Wars specifically.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe Food Wars specifically.
I mean, if it's
Yeah,
in the Food Wars universe, I guess it's chill.
I guess I do Food Wars because then I could eat something so delicious. My clothes disintegrate and I come publicly and it's okay and everyone's cool with it.
Well, that's the thing. We're not entirely sure that can't happen here in this world, you know?
Maybe someone.
Maybe like we just haven't got to that level of like seasoning quite yet.
I love the idea that someone discovers they come when they eat chocolate.
Yes.
You're just hanging out with some fellas and it's like, yo, you want to try this? A Hershey bar.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, crazy. I've never had this. We don't have these in my state. And you taste it and you've come hard and you're like, this happens to all of you?
Yeah, always all coming all the time here.
Yeah,
What's
like-
Halloween like?
Yeah, you're just looking at everyone. They're still playing Mario Kart and you're like, this didn't happen to you?
Why just me? All right,
Yeah.
you want to be a really good chef? I feel like I'd be such a bad assassin. I'd be a fucking awful assassin.
Why would you want to be an assassin? Be a
don't know.
Pokemon gym leader. Clock in 9 to 5. Get stomped by kids.
You know what I want? You know what Your Charizard's level what? I'm the first gym leader.
Nothing to it.
I wouldn't want to be the gym leader. I'd want to be the guy in like the gym who just walks in circles all day. You know, you're guy number 3 in the gym. They have to get past in the maze, and I'm just like swimming back and forth for like all day 9 to 5.
I think allegedly they are also on their way to challenge the gym leader.
But they just haven't made their way through the maze.
Yeah.
I really like that idea. They're just like not smart enough to fit. Every day they try the maze.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it is just an open room and they're just like walking back.
They're like, I can't do it. I can't face Brock again.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we want. All right, guys, thank you so much for another episode. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Toxin Anonymous. Means the world for us. You guys check in every single week. And unfortunately, like we said, this is our last episode in this office. So if you want any of the stuff here, just DM us. We'll send it to you. We have to get rid of it all. Wholesale, we're getting rid of it all. No, podcast is going to look very different the next about 6 weeks here. And then I am moving into my brand new house that I bought. And I'll be building a new studio there, which will fortunately be, or hopefully be more attractive than this one. I don't know. I mean, it's a good looking studio. I just want the next one to look better. You know, you want to make positive progress. But man, I did do a good job. Looking at this now. God, that's a good backdrop.
You gotta tear all this down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be the rest of my day. I have to go get Dorothy flowers, though, because she's getting home. But all right, we love you guys so much. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.